Jeff.
Jeff is indeed one of them.
Yeah, because most people who outright hate Jeff don't play Jeff.
Oh, no. I just haven't gotten to him yet. I intend to get everyone in the strategist role to Lord.
Okay.
It's just that I also just hated playing him, trying to get his achievement, because people were wise to it by the time I started.
Yeah, fair.
Okay. Alrighty.
I'm going to say Invisible Woman because she's newer.
Invisible Woman is another one, though she's the closest to getting out of Night.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I almost forgot. We got to get the music set up.
Wild guess here. Cloak and Dagger.
No.
All right.
Cloak and Dagger is close to Centurion.
Okay. In that case, it's probably Luna Snow.
It is Luna Snow.
I was 50-50 on that.
You were 50-50, because you know I got Loki and Rat, and I'd mentioned that Mantis and Adam were Centurion.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, Cloak and Dagger is my flex when Adam isn't working, so Cloak and Dagger is quickly rising in the ranks.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
No problemo. Anywho, hello everybody. Yeah, we were just talking Marvel rivals and shit, but regardless, welcome to our next session of Strixhaven Curriculum of Chaos.
Hello, mortals.
Yes. So before we start, a couple of things. In case if you missed it, when we were last playing Ravnica, so this coming Saturday, we are not going to be doing another Ravnica session. Instead, we will be doing the next part on the Pathfinder series. So Letter will be, I believe you're going to be showing us how to play the game in the first place.
Correct. This weekend, Pathfinder. How the fuck do mechanics work? That is actually the title of the session, is Pathfinder, What Even Are Mechanics? Join us, and I will teach you how Pathfinder differs from 5e, and I will even have some mini combat demonstrations to show you what happens when you do stupid shit.
All right.
Yes, today is not that.
All right, yeah. So that will be this coming Saturday. So, yeah, if you're at all interested in another tabletop game, check it out. It'll be fun. Other than that, again, I know we briefly talked about this before the stream, but I'll bring it up here briefly because I know longtime followers of this channel and those who just happen to be watching this too, you guys know that several of us are big JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fans, and I'm sure we've all heard the news, and we are all very excited about Steel Ball Run coming out.
Yes! More JoJo!
Yes.
Oh, we can...
Yes!
Yes, it's like we could never have enough, but it's like, yeah, I think Ryan, I know Ryan's been busy because I don't think I've seen him doing a lot of streaming lately. I think he's been busy on his end, but I'd like to think he's heard the news too, and he's just as excited. I mean, I know I am. Like, anybody who's followed this channel knows that even though Golden Wind is my favorite part, Steel Ball Run is a very, very close second. So I'm super excited. I just hope Netflix doesn't fuck it up if they're at all involved. Like, that's really my concern. But yeah.
Honestly, one of the only animes that I think that they haven't fucked up when they acquired it is Monday Night Raw. So.
Of course.
Did it?
Alrighty.
I mean, now they're allowed to say the fuck word.
They are allowed to say the fuck word.
I can't believe it.
Alrighty.
I can.
You can?
Yeah, I can.
You're able to read all the plot points there.
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty, so with that said, I'm trying to think of, is there anything else that we're missing besides Steel Ball Run and Pathfinder?
Great googly moogly.
It's all
Great
gone to shit,
Googly-
Tupo.
Great Googly Moogly, okay. Alrighty then, so I guess we will continue on with the session. I'm trying to think. Letter. Did we get a campus quickies or?
No, it's still the same day, remember?
Oh, that's true. It is. Okay.
It
so
is
yeah.
still the very same day. Campus Quickies will not come out yet.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
technically true. Alrighty. So I guess quick brief recap. We've started the second year and we have a batch of new freshmen. So we have coming back in officially as a student. We have Kiha, who has come back after everything that happened in the Sedgemoor Swamp. And then introducing, we have we've got Gauric, who is a halfling storm barbarian. We have Bettina. She is a human reconstruction wizard. We have Kodo. She is a human hexblade warlock. We have got Chain, a human lorebard. We have Merriment, a tiefling scofflaw fighter. And then last but certainly not least, we have our final party member, like our official party member. We have Savanto Cabana and Arcane Trickster.
Hello.
So yes, Dave is finally in the campaign.
Dave has in
Now,
fact
who are
graduated.
you talking to over there, Cabana?
Oh, his name is Dave. Say hello,
I don't
Dave.
see anyone over there.
Oh,
I don't see anyone either.
He's my imaginary friend. Don't be mean.
Dave is now
Oh.
canon.
Oh boy.
Don't gain up on Dave though. He's
Have
very shy.
fun, Pacifico.
Alrighty. So anywho's, are we ready to begin?
Yas,
No.
Queen.
Alrighty.
Oh my god, Jen.
Shut up.
Alrighty. So
Peace immediately.
Alrighty, so now that everything at the orientation has been completed, it is time to go to the dormitories. So,
Wait a minute,
yeah.
this isn't our normal dormitories? What
you're right.
the heck is
yes.
this?
Yeah. So as you guys, as you approach the dorms, you immediately notice when you walk in that it's gotten quite a bit of an upgrade.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I have the wrong token. There you go.
Okay, good. It works. Okay. Okay. Yes, I made sure to give you your flippable token there, Pacifico.
You're
But,
gonna have to drag me on there because Roll20 is being a bitch to me.
Are
Okay.
we are we
okay.
all dropping?
Whoop, hang on. Yeah. Go ahead and drop.
This place has gotten a bit of an upgrade, hasn't it?
I wonder where they got the
I
magic
can't
for
really
it.
act surprised. I was here when it happened.
Right. Yeah. So if anything,
It would-
Luke, you were probably aware that some renovations were taking place, but you had your own projects to worry about.
MM is weirded out because what do you mean her home got her home for the past half a year before the cottage is different now.
Mm-hmm.
Change is bad.
All right. So
Change is
all right.
bad, but change is weird.
okay. So to
Ooh.
kind of give you guys a little bit of an idea of what the hell's going on. So for the most part, the room situations are the same. Obviously, now with the exception of adding in the freshmen, they're also now more personalized. Because now I could take advantage of Incarnate. Because fun fact, the old dorms was the first map that I made for this campaign, and this was before I paid money for Incarnate. So I made that map with just like the basic assets, and that's why it kind of looked really plain. But yeah, now that I'm able to make maps to its fullest extent, I decided to make it a little bit more personalized. So all the rooms are custom made for you guys. Next to the lobby, normally this was where you had like, some tables and such this is where you were studying. So that has actually now been moved upstairs. So upstairs, like on the floor with the girls, that whole like activities room, that's now been moved up there. And in its place, downstairs, we now have a fully functional and stocked kitchen.
Where did tables go?
Probably
Move
upstairs.
those upstairs.
I'm not sure. Ooh! Immediately sees coffee maker.
You know, I don't know why. I had the sinking feeling that Pacifico would gravitate towards the kitchen.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know. It's just a feeling. You know, sometimes you have those.
Gravitated
And
towards a cook.
it's nothing bad. It's nothing bad. It's
Look, I'll make another cup of coffee later. That is something that Pacifico would not normally say, but
All right, so in the meantime, I'll guide you guys the rooms and such. So let me see. So in this corner, this far corner here, so this is Xanther and Melwithorn's room. Next to that, right here, this is Cadoris and Grayson.
Of course.
And then next to this is Pacifico and Quintilius.
yep.
Next to them is a freshman room. We'll get to them in a minute. And then in this other corner here, we've got Drasimir and Javanesh. Down in the bottom corner, we've got Luke and Rampart. Next to them, we have another freshman room. And then from the freshman room and right by the lobby, we've got Urzmuktak.
he just gets his own room.
Yeah, he got his own. He got his own room. Yeah.
All right, let's go to the top floor.
Alrighty. So in the top floor, once again in the corner, we've got Lorene and Rosie. Next to them is Greta and Shivaudry. The next two rooms are freshman rooms. And then in that far corner there is Nora. She gets her own room. Just like she had last time. In the bottom corner for the girls, we have Aurora and Mina. Next to them we have Candace and Tilana. And then next to them we have Amy and Rubina.
How is Rubina's Sylvan doing, by the way, since that's what Amy was teaching her throughout the year?
I'd say she's doing pretty decent.
Yay.
All right, let's get to my. Canvas, isn't there? This is where my room was.
I mean, it was.
Oh God, this is gonna be much harder. This is gonna be hard to get used to.
Yeah. I don't know. New things.
No,
There'll probably be new things next year as well.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, this is where the chairs are. Ooh, there's a lot more space here.
The chairs. She just goes to one of the chairs. Okay, so you're not con.
Pacifico is leaned back and he puts his sunglasses back on.
I love that you could just. Now that I have all the things, now that I have all the colored horns, I should probably get like a token that does that.
We'll worry about that next session.
Yeah, for now, just for now, yeah.
I mean, I guess the only partial complaint I have is that my desk isn't next to my bed anymore.
But you
I
know,
don't know.
this is fine too.
Oh yeah, totally.
We still have. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, these are windows, right?
Yeah, those are windows.
Yeah. So now we have a better view of who's coming in, who's coming in. You know.
Okay.
Hell yeah,
Pet
totally.
beds for all of my creations.
Okay.
I'm pretty happy with that one.
Oh, let me pull you up, Amy, because
Yeah, I know. I don't
I
know
got-
what the fuck is going on.
don't worry, I got you.
Amy kind of peeks out her window.
Okay. Oh, in the activities room or in your room?
In her room.
In your room. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, when you peek out like your window, so yeah, each of you, yeah, everybody has balconies, and yeah, Amy, on your balcony, yeah, you and Rubina, you kind of have like a little patio with like a little tea set for some afternoon tea.
Yo, Robina, what do you think of this? This is awesome.
Well, Rubina's not there yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, I totally see the whole paint me by one of your French girls setup at the balcony.
I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist.
Which one?
On Pacifico's balcony, I gave him like a little painting area, and like this
Are you
like
trying to
nice
hide,
lounge,
Savanto?
a nice lounge chair.
Are you trying not to be seen, Savanto?
No, more so. Savanto's honestly just kind of just looking around at the place. It's like he's never really been in a place like this before.
Oh, hey, yeah, you're one of the freshmen, aren't you?
Yes, that I am. I think I took your test, didn't I?
Yeah.
Probably, considering it was mandatory.
Yes, yes.
And if
that-
you didn't, well, go back and do it.
Pacifico pulls out a clipboard. Let's see. Savanto Cabana?
Yes, that is me.
Oh, right. The one whose name is like a type of sausage.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Don't you mean a type of house?
Cabana.
Yeah.
Well,
No, not
I
a
thought that was a
cabana,
type of
a
sausage.
cabana.
well, to some,
They're spelled the same.
to be fair, to some
Yeah,
people,
but they said differently.
to some people, it could be both.
A sausage house?
Savanto lives in a hot dog. Confirmed.
Lantern
listen
Sausage
to me.
House.
He lives in Weenie Hut General. Great.
Yeah, it's like South Park. He lives in Dick and Bouse.
Honestly, Savannah living in a sausage house is quite fitting.
Listen, it was actually quite a bargain. Apparently, it was only 5 silver.
All right.
Do you live in the Weenie Mobile?
I will never get used to how easily changelings can change their voice.
No, but I can certainly say something of mine is certainly called the Weenie Mobile.
Suddenly, boss music plays.
Okay.
So Pacifico is going to roll a charisma saving throw.
Oh God.
That is a
Sunglasses break.
That is
You know
a
what?
14 on the charisma
You know what?
save.
You know what? I also rolled the saving throw. Okay. Well, you said what was this? Charisma.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I got a 7.
Okay, your spin.
Pacifico will hear that. He's like able to keep a straight face, but you could see the purplish blush on his face.
I never miss.
That was a little crass.
And I'm just can't help it. Looks back, just like wide eyes, just bursts out laughing.
And this is only day
What?
1.
Amy, why do I hear sexy boss music playing?
You here too?
Oh right. Canvas like pulls out of her hair one of the dragon spies. I forgot. None of the kids found this one. Just hands it across.
You think they would have checked any of the people running the thing, right? Apparently they only got 2. They didn't even check me. And then he just pulls one out of the ponytail.
Yes.
Yeah. Though
After
having it
having-
around did key me into something. I'm going to have to tell them that while that was an appropriate use of magic at the time, to never enchant me again, or I'll turn their arm into stone.
Wait, no, he didn't.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, he did.
He didn't
yeah, one of the
actually
students
get you,
enchanted
did he?
me into. Yeah,
Yeah.
suggestion is easy, repeatable when it fails.
You actually got
But
hit
yeah,
with it.
I wasn't prepared to have spells flung at me today, so I didn't really prepare.
He flips a page on the clipboard and writes something into his notes.
And then wants to look over and see what is he trying.
Pacifico is going to be trying to hide it with sleight of
Come on,
hand.
we're friends. I think.
These are he's going to roll a 9. You know that it's you can tell that it's notes on people's performance in the challenges.
Ah.
And I'm actually editing the actual notes that I made.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it. It's hilarious.
Note, he did not cheat. He used
No, it wasn't
everything at his
cheating.
disposal.
Canvas also never
but-
said that they were cheating. They said specifically, I'm going to have to tell them not to do that on other people because I didn't have the chance in the moment. But like,
Yeah, but you
that's
said what
them.
he did though. You said he casted suggestions.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
But that's
so
not
in
cheating.
Because Canvas
Pacifico's
found out.
in Pacifico's mind, it is.
Hold on. No, could Emma have seen that? Seen Pacifico write that?
Yes.
For okay. Hold on. That's not cheating.
It is to me.
It's creative spellcraft. That's something we should nurture. We should just teach them not to use it on other students.
Oh
typically.
no, I agree.
In the moment, I
no,
was
I
technically
agree
an
that-
adversary.
I absolutely agree that we should nurture the creative use of spellcraft, and realistically, if it were an actual combat situation, I would be. Don't get me wrong. It's still cheating.
I don't know if it is.
Okay,
I don't think it is.
if you have a
I
test
was
and
the
you
one
cast
who was offended
suggest,
here.
He
if
used
you
what he
have,
had at his disposal. We are a school. We are in a school for people to learn magic. Using magic
I
to
also
solve
wanna
a problem is something that you got to do.
okay,
I also say
okay,
that in our exams and stuff, we typically get told not to do those things because those are out of bounds. I didn't set that example to the students. I said use literally anything they have at their disposal to fix this thing. And, well, I was at their disposal.
You pose.
fair. I'm just gonna add the word borderline here.
Okay, that's fine.
You know what?
That's a decent compromise.
Because honestly, if it's borderline cheating, that's kind of a positive.
Yeah, Savanta, how are you how do you take all this in as they're just like openly talking about the trials?
Savanna's just sitting here like, I'm going to make lots of friends this year.
Amy shudders hearing that.
Preferably not with the friends cantrip, please.
Oh, I don't even have that one.
It's not a
Come
very
on,
good
the
way of
Friends
making.
cantrip doesn't last that long, and you know it.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
Savante
Worried
starts
over
making
nothing.
his own mental notes. Right, mental notes. Do not pick up that subject.
Okay,
He-
the rest of the freshmen should be getting here soon. We should get out of the way so they can do their look through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
gonna head to my room.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
and then-
head. Well, you know where I'm gonna go. I'll be there for now until we do the meeting.
Yep, I'm going to head to my room for the moment. I might stick my head out to help some people get adjusted.
Alrighty. Amy. Amy, where are you going?
Amy's actually probably gonna hang out, probably, greet the new students, and then like, hey, like just welcome them in and stuff.
Alrighty.
Like she's gonna hang out in the main floor.
Okay. I will bring you down there then. Okay.
Emma's gonna go to Savanto because Emma does not know what her room is, and I don't know if Savanto knows his room.
You see, it's just like Evie, like you're just looking at Savante being like where our room is, and he's just like, this is going to be very weird, but I was about to ask you the same question.
Oh, damn it. Of course. Fucking course.
All right. So for that, considering that we've got Amy downstairs, she'll probably be the one you go to for that.
All right.
Yeah, since she
You know
said
what?
she wants to be the one to help greet the students.
You know what? Amy did say she was gonna greet the students, so let's go ahead and ask her real quick.
Sounds good.
Amy,
Hi. Oh.
do you know where my room is? Also, while we're here, what about? Do we know where Savanto's room is?
Give
I got
me
your
a
name
second.
right? Keep asking in character. I got your name right?
Of course you did.
Okay, good.
Can you give me a second? As she probably has like some sort of clipboard with her or something.
I'd say so. Yeah.
All right.
Considering
All
you're
right.
tasked with handling these sort of things, you probably have just all of the information you need.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay. So just as a reminder, it's this room. It's going to be this room here. That's in between Luke and Erzmatak.
That's mine?
It's Savanto.
Oh, Savanto, okay.
All right. So your room is here. Savato, your room is here.
So
Now she will give them the papers to tell them which way to go.
Which one's mine again?
Oh, hold on. I was trying to find the
This
thing.
one.
are you able to see the ping?
I saw that.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay,
Okay.
let me just...
And then you are gonna be in the room directly across from Amy.
Okay. She's gonna go back up here. She's going to... Okay, I see the pings. She's going to walk by. But before she does, she's gonna go over to this room. Because, hey, guess who who used to live in that bush?
Right, yeah.
And she's gonna look and solemnly see that there is no Thistle. Still no luck there. She just solemnly kind of goes back to her room. Which bed is hers? Does it matter?
Yours is the purple one.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so like specifically like in your room, like you can see like a lot of what you've got, like it's kind of got like a little bit of like a elven fairy thing going on here. So lots of wood, like moss, flowers, leaves. Very naturey.
I guess he did just come from Eldraine, so
Yeah. So yeah, it's like, does this at all feel like, give you like a little bit of comfort? Or like, how do you feel about that?
it still feels weird because her bed used to be over here, over in where Canvas's room is, but now that is Canvas's room, and she's gonna need to like get used to that, and also the fact that she only has one bed this time. Before she had two, technically.
Yeah.
What's outside her room?
In the balcony, you can see, let's see, we got a sundial, we got like, a chair, and then around like the railing of the balcony, you got some more growth going on. So, some vines, maybe some berries.
Okay. Well, she just looks out and then just goes back to just kind of laying down for now.
Alrighty. Okay, in that case, let's see, we'll go to Savanto for this one. So, Savanto, in your room, so, what you call it? This, the blue bed here, that's gonna be your bed.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you get the nice posh looking bed. Yeah, and then you have like right next to your bed, I guess what appears to be kind of like a knife stand. Yeah, so a place for all of your knives and such.
Yay.
Alrighty. Alright, so now let's now let's start bringing in the freshmen. Okay,
Yay.
let's bring them in here. So now, so these 6 freshmen, yep, they now cross the door and come and they see you, Amy.
Welcome to the dorm rooms.
Alrighty. So then, like Kiha, she'll just kind of come up, and she'll be like, she's like, it's like. Yeah, it's kind of weird to have my own room here now instead of just staying as a guest. But where are we staying? This kind of actually looks a little bit different from when I was here last time. Like, did they renovate?
Yeah, they did a little renovating. So students, please form a single line, and I will give you your number and direct you which way to go.
All right, let's make a line here. Here, we'll just go. All right, so here, we got a line here. Alrighty, so, all right, so now to reveal. So, Kiha, where are you? Okay, Kiha is actually going to be in the room next to MM.
Hey.
Alright.
Yep, so let me bring her butt up. Yep, so there you go, MM, you and Kiha are neighbors.
MM probably does not know us right away, but she's just kind of laying down, looking at her ceiling.
Yeah. Alrighty. Now, Kodo is gonna be Kiha's roommate.
Alrighty. Oh, you got Kiha as a roommate. That's great.
Alright. Which leaves, Bettina. This is your roommate, MM.
Oh boy.
Alright, so, yep, so do this brief little introduction here. So Bettina, she'll come and she'll walk into the room and she sees you just kind of like laying on your bed, and she just goes like, "Oh, I hope I'm not interrupting anything."
No.
It's like, are you feeling all right?
Yes, it's just.
Yeah.
There was another student who was supposed to be here. This would have been his first day too, as a student, but
Really?
he's been missing for some time.
Oh dear. I mean, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. Anywho, I don't believe we had the chance to properly introduce ourselves. And she'll like kind of like reach back and she will pull out a card and hand it to you.
Okay, I'm gonna store that just in case.
Yeah, so you just see that it's a business card.
Oh, absolutely. I am gonna keep that in mind. That might be a useful Chekhov's gun later.
Yeah, and yeah, on the card it just states her name, Bettina Morninlori.
Oh, my name is I go by MM.
Yeah, pleasure to meet you. It's like now, if you don't mind, I got a lot to set up here. And she kind of just goes into the back here, and yeah, she'll kind of start setting up her area. And immediately, like, you can see, like, as she's kind of like working.
So tight.
Bless you.
Bless you.
But yeah, you can see as she's starting to work, like, she's kind of littered her desk with like all kinds of like some threads, some sewing needles, some bits of fabric. Hell, there's actually just rolls of fabric now that are just kind of being like pulled out. And yeah, you can see like she's starting to set up mannequins and, you know, starting to kind of put her room together. It's more like her half of the room is less of a room and just more of like a studio.
Is she currently working? Did she immediately start working on something on something?
She's just like setting the room up. She's just
Okay.
it's more like she's just unpacking and just kind of setting the room up.
Okay. Well, she sees that. It's almost like she blinks and the room is now like twice as stuffed. What the? You know what? I won't worry about it. Not now.
Alrighty.
Okay. Alrighty, so now for the boys. So Chain, you are gonna be next door to Pacifico. Okay. Then Merriment will also be next door to Pacifico. Which leaves Gauric as Savato's roommate.
I was right the first time. I shouldn't have double guessed myself.
Yeah, you were right.
Now,
You were right.
Now, I hope you don't mind, but sometimes I'm gonna need you to leave the room so I can make some calls back home.
I just love how you're just gonna keep playing Mary, which is fine by me. Alright. Yeah, and then it's like
He's such a fun character.
yeah, and like, you know, Chain upon hearing that, he's like, oh, not at all, please. by all means. Do you need me to leave now?
No, not yet. Sometime later. Oh, and don't go painting anything of me.
He's like, oh, very well then.
My personage is quite coveted.
Oh my god!
He's like, well, lucky for you, I actually prefer landscapes.
I love my job.
Alrighty, so then, Savanto, you hear a knock at your door, and yeah, you see Gauric come in.
And Savanto's goofy ass, he's not on the bed. As he walks into the room, he actually rolls out from under the bed. He's like, hello.
It's like, oh. It's like, oh, hello? It's like, he's like, are you okay? Did you lose something under there?
Oh no, I'm totally fine. And then he just walks up and just shakes his hand. I am Savanto Gabbana. There's not a single day in your life that will be boring as long as I am here.
It's like, Gower Cloud Eyes. It's like, actually, while you're here, if you don't mind me asking, yeah, how did you pull off that performance with the new teacher? I mean, like, how did you even know he was gonna be here?
Oh, well, let's just say I did a little looking around before the orientation, and there are a couple of things in my head, as you say, the gears began turning.
I was like, I see. Alright. Alright. Is there anything else with the freshmen?
Maybe it's just outside, in case if they have any questions or anything.
I feel like when Kiha walks to the room, Kodo would bow to her.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, absolutely. So yeah, like Kiha, when she sees Kodo, she'll just be like, it's like, oh, hello. I guess we're roommates.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
Yes, that would be correct. I'm trying. Cuz I'm enjoying. I do apologize for my frustration during some of the tests.
Oh, it's like, don't worry about it. I mean, they did say they were going to push us.
Interestingly, I found Whitewater-sama's the easiest to understand for me.
It's true. Yeah, his was probably the most straightforward.
Not easy necessarily, but straightforward. I suppose that indicates things that I certainly need to improve on, especially.
Like, well, that's why we're here, and yeah, and everybody here seems really nice and willing to help us.
Indeed, and that is good.
Alrighty, so with that, yeah, we can start, let's start, whoop, hang on. Oh, canvas has to be RB.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright,
I
no
guess.
problem.
Just ignore me for a little bit.
Okay. Okay. In that case, I guess before we continue on, well, and just to pass the time until Canvas gets back, until Beats gets back, I guess MM will look at Bettina and ask, what did you think of orientation?
It was interesting, to say the least.
Do you have a favorite?
I don't know if I necessarily say I have one. Everyone kind of had their own little quirks, though I don't really think there was one I was particularly well suited for. But then again, I'm a very unique case.
You were able to find that one dragon spy, so at the very least, there was something. You got a detail that I didn't even notice, so.
It's like Betty, Bettina, she'll actually come to you as you're talking, and you kind of just notice, like, she's just kind of like standing, just kind of like watching, and she's just like, could you do me a favor? Could you stand up for a minute?
Okay.
Okay. All right. And then, like, she's kind of continue looking. She's like, could you give me a little turn?
Okay. And then does turn.
All right. So, like, as you kind of like, turn around, she's just kind of like, she's still just kind of like eyeing you in silence, and then she just goes, I have to ask, where did you get that dress that you're wearing?
DM, where did I get this dress that I'm wearing?
Yeah.
DM, break me out of this. Help.
Yes.
Actually, I'll make a history check.
Okay.
Oh no! I got a 2 on the die. It's a 7 overall.
Okay. Yeah. So give it. Yeah. So
my rolls tonight have been garbage.
That's okay. But so given. Yeah, we could probably chalk this up as part of the amnesia. Like, you're not really sure. You've had this as long as you can remember.
Yeah. Thanks, Alice. At least not like bad. I mean,
no, it's not. No, it's not terrible. It's just it's seen better days.
Are you gonna do something about it?
I think I could. That's like, let's check something real quick. And she kind of goes back into like her drawer, and she'll pull out what appears to be like some type of like a lace, just like a simple lace, and she'll come and she'll just be like, he's like, first things first, and it's like, just kind of wrap this around your shoulders for me, will you?
Okay.
So when you wrap the lace around you, with like, she does like a quick snap with her fingers, the lace suddenly bursts into flames. It's like, how do you respond to this?
Do I take any damage?
Surprisingly, you don't.
She looks in shock, as if like that. It feels like it was going to be an attack, but like it's not.
It's like don't worry. My couture does not hurt anyone.
All right, that makes it easier.
I use this more to enhance. Yeah. So it's like I suppose the fire doesn't look too bad. Now I think we just need to play with the color a little bit. And she kind of continues to start like snapping her fingers, and like the fire will change colors. So it'll go from like the orange that initially comes with to like, maybe a brighter yellow, maybe like a darker, like a pale purple or something. It'll probably go to green even. And she'll just be like, oh no, that's too ghastly. No, next one.
Make it blue.
And then she goes and snaps her fingers, and she sees, the blue. And she's like, the blue against the black isn't too bad. It's a nice subtle combo. Is that what you're looking? Is that what you're looking for? Would you rather something that pops?
She thinks about it. Oh, let's try it. Make it pink.
You know exactly where I'm going with this. So with the snap of the fingers, the flames turn from blue to pink. It's like, oh, that one doesn't look too bad either. Let's see. Blue, pink. Blue, pink. It's just going back and forth now at this point.
I'm so glad you picked up what I was putting down.
I was actually planning on doing that, so. Oh yeah, so it's like, is there a color in particular that you're leaning towards, MM?
Is it possible to have both?
I suppose maybe if we work it around, maybe with some accents or something. It's like, give me some time. I think I could draft something up for you. And
They don't have the opposite gift. I hate. How dare they? They have make it pink, but not make it blue.
Make it pink, make it blue. Oh, good stuff. Alrighty.
Just give Sora his drip.
Alrighty, so we'll go back downstairs. And so Amy, you see walking in through the door, you see Nora. Like the dorm resident advisor.
Oh, hey Nora. Wave.
It's like, Amy, so good to see you. Now, how's everything?
Everything's going great. I'm just hanging out here in case any of the freshmen have any questions or anything.
They haven't been giving you any trouble, have they?
No, not at all.
Oh, that's good. All right. Well, in that case, I'm just gonna go on ahead and I'm gonna get situated in my room. I trust it's in the same area. It seems everything's been renovated.
Yes, I do have the notes here, just in case.
Oh, do you mind?
Ah, sure. Here you go.
And she'll take a look at them and she'll just be like, and yep, same place as before. All right then. All right. Well, I'm gonna get my room situated. And do you need any help? Because everybody else is gonna be coming back.
No, I've got everything here, just in case.
All right. Well, if you need anything, you just let me know.
Okay.
Alrighty, and then with that, I will put her upstairs.
A lot of interesting French princes here.
Alrighty, so hang on a minute. It's like, gotta get all the tokens. So many tokens.
Oh boy.
Okay. Alrighty, so you know what? We'll have all at once. So we'll have the remainder of the upperclassmen are coming in.
Alrighty. Amy waves. Hey y'all.
Yeah, it's like Mina will probably come over and give you a hug.
Hugs back.
It's like, oh, so good to see you. It's like, what happens to this place?
they did some renovating. I do have notes here in case if you get lost. Here's your room.
All right, so then, yeah, like one by one, everyone will go. You know, Javanesh will probably like comment, just being like, you know, it's like, oh, hey, we got a kitchen, awesome.
That's still loud, but okay.
Alrighty, so let me situate everybody.
When Caddy passes by Pacifico's door.
Well, we haven't gotten to Caddy yet, so.
All right.
Yeah,
Just making sure that I'm hitting the button for the stop on the arena.
Yeah, no, don't worry. Okay, so let's okay, well actually now who do we bring in first? Alright. Okay.
I think we should save a certain someone for last.
Well, I mean there's gonna be some people like hang on, I gotta get yeah. Talk amongst yourselves. I am gathering tokens.
Alright.
Boop a doop boop a doop boop boop. Who's ready for this year's curriculum?
Not me.
You know, thinking about a
What have we
compass.
got?
There is also a kitty joining us.
CC.
Yep.
I swear, if we go back to Heavensfell, Amy's going to adopt a cat.
So they're gonna have to do basic magic auras. Year 2. So we've all got scrivening and symbology.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, if feel free to go through the curriculum. I'm trying to recall. I mean, we're technically not going to be starting classes this session. That'll be the next session. But I'm trying to think. Rum, have you signed up for? Have you decided what classes for Savanto?
I don't think I have yet.
Okay, so I believe it's under
Excellent.
I believe it's under important info. I think I've got it pinned for the curriculum.
Okay.
I also need to go and figure out because hey, guess what? I don't think I picked either.
Okay. Oh yeah, no, you haven't.
I need to
Oh,
shuffle around what I'm actually in because this is from back before I figured it out.
all right. Well, regardless, like I said, we're gonna worry about classes next session. So, feel free to take your time in figuring out where you want to go.
Okay.
Also, definitely, this definitely needs to be updated because that one has just TP.
Yeah, because you hadn't decided. Yeah, you hadn't decided yet.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to think. I think I have it set up so you can edit. Like you should be able to type in.
Nope.
I'm able to.
Yeah, like if you go under like the student sign up tab.
Is there like another tab?
No, under the heading student sign up, that's where you should be able to edit.
Oh, now I can.
Cool.
Now I can. Good.
Okay, that's why I was like, okay, wait a minute, what the hell happened with the with this thing? Because I haven't touched it.
Okay, if I assume we can just like, I hate being that guy. I think for some of these names we should probably like cross them out.
Yeah, probably.
Let me figure out how to do in Google Sheets.
Should work. It should work like with a regular spreadsheet.
probably is. I'm just dumb.
That's okay.
Okay. 5.
I would like to note that in every year that Archimenexes has a class, Pacifico is in that class.
All right.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Botany.
And you're in the aerial class.
Ow.
Oh,
No.
just,
Wow, laugh.
just fucking wait.
Yeah, Danny,
Oh,
that was
I'm gonna-
kind of loud.
I'm gonna have fun.
Oh boy,
I'm gonna-
Mr. Krabs.
Yeah, nothing suspicious about a teacher we didn't know. So nothing at all. That's never suspicious.
Nope,
Okay.
totally not
Yeah.
sus.
Not at
Probably
all.
Not sus.
Alrighty. Okay.
Okay.
Anywho. Alright. So.
I'll figure. You know, I will be using this time to figure this out because I got technically 2 weeks.
Yeah. We got time to figure that out. Alrighty. In the meantime. Let's put some upbeat music because it's time to bring some friends back.
Oh boy.
Is that a cough or a sneeze?
Cough.
Ew, okay. Alrighty, so we will. So let's start with. Okay, hang on a minute. Okay. Yeah, we'll just kind of go corner by corner, I suppose. So we'll start with the girls. So yeah, let's start with Rosie, Lorene, and Big Face.
Big face.
Amy's a little more comfortable around Big Face now, so she gives him some head pats.
Yeah, I'd say he's probably like, kind of like nuzzling into the head pats now.
Hey, how was your old summer break?
Yeah, like Rosie just kind of like perks up, just like, oh, it was so much fun. How about you?
Yeah, they did some renovating. I'm here to tell you where your rooms are. Don't worry.
Yeah, Lorene will actually come up to you and she'll just say, it's like, hey, is Pacifico here?
Yes, he's up in his room.
Oh, you mind if I swing by and say hi real quick?
Sure, go on ahead. Here's his room. That gives her like a little map or something.
Alrighty. And then Lorene, probably knowing her, the little airhead she is, she'd probably like come in and then like turn wrong direction, then go a little too far. She's just like, little bubbly airhead she is.
I'd imagine Pacifico would just see her go the wrong direction. Girl, get over here! Oh my god!
Oh, and she just turns and she just goes like right up to you and just gives you a big ol' hug.
Hug back. Pacifico has never sounded more like a gay man.
Did I just hear that right?
I think,
Yes.
I think it'd be impressive that you could hear it from upstairs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So well technically she's down. Lorene is technically like right outside the lobby right now. Because she was visiting Pacifico.
Yeah, so again, you can hear it from upstairs.
Oh my god, how are you?
It's like, oh, I miss you so much, bestie. I miss you too. Oh, it's like, God, you gotta tell me everything that happened over the summer.
Oh my god, you have no idea. Have you ever been cave diving?
Cave? I actually don't think I have. There's not really a lot. There's not really a lot of caves in Pinzari, as I'm sure you saw. But plenty of oceans.
Oh yeah, totally. Well, granted, Ixalan has a lot of oceans too, but girl, you would not believe. Also, I need to tell you about my friend Malcolm. We're not a thing. Don't worry about it. We do kind of, dish, but
Romance! Someone.
So yeah, I could just totally see just the two of them are just kind of just gossiping in the middle of the hallway.
and look, hot as he is, I'm in a very committed relationship.
Oh yeah, hag.
He respects that though. He respects that. As soon as I said I had a boyfriend, kind of backed off at least a little bit. Not entirely, but banter and whatnot.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Yeah, totally.
I'm trying to think. Is Pacifico still wearing his sunglasses?
Not at the moment. He's not.
Okay. It's like I couldn't tell from the token, like being so far away.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's okay. Alright, yeah. So then, so sans glasses aside, she'll probably, just kind of, look, she sees and she goes, okay, look, Pacifico, I'm not gonna lie, you're really rocking the red right now. I mean, yeah, it looks really good on you.
Oh, yeah, totally.
It's like, you definitely fit the whole Prismari vibe going on.
Yeah, ever since the whole Prismari thing just kind of clicked for me, I just started feeling more confident,
Mm-hmm. It's like...
Also, there was this one dude, Savanto. He kind of made a weird comment. He kind of made a weird comment implying that he lived in a sausage house, and I made a joke about him living in the Wienermobile, and he said, "Well, there's a part of me that's called the Wienermobile," and I'm like, "Oh my god."
What?
I know.
It's like okay, that's weird even for me.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, Pacifico, make a perception check.
I feel like he probably should. Seven.
Oh my god!
You are just so wrapped up in this conversation with Lorene, you don't even realize Savanto is literally sticking his head out the door and just listening.
He has puppy dog eyes outside as he's looking. And he slowly inches his head back in once you see him.
Oh no, the thing is, Pacifico doesn't.
Yeah, he's just wrapped up in the conversation.
And it's and he's also a changeling. I don't know if you remember me telling you about my family history with that kind of thing, but
It's like, hey, wait, yeah, I'm trying to think, isn't there a guy that's involved in the newspaper club you're joining, right? Doesn't he do stuff like that?
Yeah, but he's totally cool. Let's just say, considering the wars in my country's history, when a changeling makes a bad first impression, it's a really bad first impression.
So, briefly going back to MM and Bettina. Okay, so do you know that apparently Savanto that part of Savanto's is called the Wienermobile?
She just looks at you, just really?
Really?
She takes a double take.
I thought it was hilarious.
class is she taking?
Oh, that's a good question. What class? I gotta figure that out.
Probably at minimum applied computational because they're a Quandrix student.
Yeah.
But then the
she's-
rest are likely Prismari choices because she's a very Prismari coded Quandrix student.
Yeah. It's like I'll have to like figure. That's actually a good point. Like, yeah, again, I will worry about that for next session.
Yeah. I figure they just talk about it and be like, "Ooh, we have this class in common." Oh, and
Oh, they definitely have Ariel together.
oh yeah, they definitely have Ariel together.
Yeah. What is it?
But I think I don't think she would take electro choreography.
I think a debut in the aerial arts that is very coded for them.
Yeah. I
Very
feel like
good.
a debut in the area. I guess you could justify electro choreography with her, depending. I don't think she's taking linguistics in spellcasting now. I don't think that's one of her classes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but like I said, I will worry about that. Let's actually grab the next group of girls here. So we've got Greta, we got Shivadri, and we have Shivadri's Inkling, if you remember, her Inkling lady.
Hey, how's it going? How was your summer break?
Yeah, a lady says hi.
Hello, lady.
All right, then Greta should just feel like, she'll just say like, yeah, wasn't too bad. It's like, just out of curiosity, you haven't seen Thistle around, have you? I thought we were gonna be seeing him again this summer.
Amy's face kind of downs a bit. Like, no, we've been listening, but so far nothing.
You think maybe he found his way back home?
I mean, part of me hopes that. Like, I really do, but it's like, I'm just hoping he's okay.
All right. Yeah, well, hey, you let me know if anything. You let me know if you hear anything. I mean, my sister was wondering where he was. She was hoping she was gonna see him again.
Well, here's the map of the new dorms. It did do some renovations, so here you go in case if you get lost.
All right. Yeah. All right. So Greta will go on up. Shivadri will ask you, Amy. She's like, she's like, well, she's like, I hope everything was all right with you over the summer.
Everything was fine. I mean, she laughs a little bit. I mean, it was just a very quiet summer. Luke's room is that way. I know you want to hang out with him more. She will present a map to Shivadri.
Okay. I was like, is he here?
Yes, he is.
Uh-oh.
Like,
I don't know if he is.
Technically, he is not at the moment. Like,
All right.
His creations are in his room. I think he said he was gonna be in his usual area before.
Oh yeah. Well, he said he's gonna be in the usual area.
He's like, all right. Well, I'm sure I'll see him again soon. Oh, actually, before I go up, have you seen somebody by the name of Gauric?
Yes. I believe he's in he's in that room.
Okay.
He's with the freshman Savanto.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna say hi real quick.
Okay.
Father's still peeking at the door.
Yeah. So Shivadri, she'll come to the hallway. She'll see Pacifico and Lorene talking. She'll probably just like wave hello, as she passes by, not wanting to interrupt. Yeah, not wanting to interrupt, you
Can
know.
Pacifico at this point notice Savanto? With it being incredibly obvious?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like Shivadri, she just as she approaches, she just goes, yeah, she's just like, are you okay?
I heard my name.
Oh my god! You sneaky little bitch!
He just slowly inches his head back into his room.
Ah.
Oh.
We're gonna have to be careful where we dish.
All right. Yeah, so then, like, Shivadri, she'll probably, like, peek her head in, and, she'll just see, like, Savanto probably, like, going back in, just kind of, like, sulking or something, probably.
Nah, he's just gonna roll back under the bed.
Well, under the bed.
Under the bed.
Okay. And then that's where she goes, and she just goes, it's like, Galric, hello. And then he turns and goes, it's like, Sister Shivadri, so good to see you here. And then,
my god,
like,
they're siblings.
it's like, yeah, not necessarily siblings, but
They're
regardless,
both snarl babies.
he's like they both,
Wait.
but they both give hugs, and they just kind of start like talking amongst themselves, like Galric starts asking, he's like how are things up at the temple? Very good, just very busy, especially now that the pilgrimages have come and gone. Then she'll probably see like Savanto under the bed. She's just like, is he okay? It's like he was kind of like, it looked like he was kind of like spying earlier, and now he's under the bed. It's like, are you hurt?
He pokes his head up. No. And he just goes back in.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, that's where Galric is just like, he's like, that just seems to be his thing. It's like, like I'm not gonna question it. I'm not gonna ask. It's like if that's what makes him comfortable, then that's what makes him comfortable.
You see a thumbs up from under the bed before it comes back in.
Alrighty, it's like yeah, Leonard's got it right there. All right, so then with that, after they kind of have their little chat, they'll now go into their room. So the reason Galric referred to her as sister is because that is how you address like a priestess.
Pacifico's a wizard, though. So if anybody's going to miss that, she's probably going to be the wizard.
Yeah, that's fine. Alrighty, so then, alright, so now let's bring in Tilana.
Hey.
Alright, so Tilana, upon seeing Amy, she goes like, she just says like, oh, good to see you again, Amy.
Hey, Tilana, how's it going?
It's going good. Very, very long journey.
I feel you on that. Here is a map because the dorm rooms have been renovated, so in case if you get lost, here's where your room is located.
Is Candace here?
I believe she is.
Yes, she is in the room.
Yep.
Indeed.
Canvas is indeed here. She's waiting for you.
Oh, thank you. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
Okay. And then we will bring Tilana. We will bring Tilana to the room, and she'll just kind of like give like a gentle knock, and then she'll just open the door. She just comes in.
Hey, how you doing?
She's just gonna come right over to you and just give you a big hug.
Yeah. A hug reciprocated, and Canvas goes, I got a present for you. It's on your desk. I'm gonna probably disappear. I just wanted to say hi before I headed off.
Oh, already?
The present is a fractal heart of fractal-shaped chocolates, just in a little thing.
Oh. All right. Yeah. So when she just sees that, she'll probably just like give you like another big hug. She's just like, it's like you are too sweet.
Well, I hope they're not too sweet. I hope I didn't go overboard. Yeah, I'm gonna have to head off. I'm gonna drop into the embassy and check on things.
All right. And it's like, yes, I'll see. I trust we'll probably be meeting there later.
Yeah.
All right. I'll see you there.
All right. And one last tight hug, and then Canvas steps outside of the dorm room and then is going to leave.
Alrighty. So I'll just put you on the GM layer for the time being.
Yep.
Alrighty. Alrighty. So now, okay. So with that, how about we have the Magic School Bus duo come in?
Which ones?
Rubina and Quinn. They both have to take the Magic School Bus.
Ah.
So, yeah. So I think, so no doubt they would come in together. Yeah, they would come in and, Rubina, she'll probably step out of the way. And then, Quinn is just gonna come right up to you, literally, wrap his arms, lift you up, and spin you around. He's like, it's just oh, there's my princess.
There's my prince. How was your summer vacation outside of, spending time with my brother?
It's like, yeah, that was intense.
I'm pretty sure Pacifico could hear that.
Yeah, it's like, but you will be happy to know that I have been keeping up with his training regimen.
Good. I'm sure he'll be proud of you.
I hope so. And then Rubina, she's probably just leaning against the desk, just kind of watching, giving space. Then she probably wouldn't notice Pacifico coming in.
He's walking up, and Lorene can see him put on the sunglasses as he's walking towards where they're gonna see. Yo, what up, Q Dog? He holds out a fist for a fist bump.
All right, and then he's probably just probably kind of confused, but then being fist bump because he's just has no idea what a fist bump is.
By the way, Merriment would totally see him put the sunglasses on.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. So then, Quinn, he'd be give that little fist bump, and he's just yeah, I've been doing fine. Been keeping very busy. I'm now officially training to become a knight.
Yeah.
He's probably got some muscle on him too now.
It's the duty of the prince to save and watch his princess.
Yeah, I don't think Pacifico was in Eldraine, so he's like, he'd look at Amy, he's like, when did that happen?
Well, during the... Why don't we let Quinn explain?
He's yes, yes, so well, I got to meet her family, very, very lovely family, make no mistake about it. And yeah, apparently her brother wanted to train me.
Pacifico, is going to roll an insight check for if he believes this story or not. That's a 10. So...
Can I provide help action? Can I provide help action?
Sure, why not?
Well, the other roll was worse, and this dice is going into jail. So, he'd be like, him training somebody not from Eldraine.
Yeah, I know, it's hard to believe, but he did it.
It's very hard to believe. It's
You can ask-
incredibly hard to believe.
Hey,
yeah, like,
next time-
yeah, like Rubina would probably chime in. She's like, I find that hard to believe myself.
Well,
And she
we
doesn't
will
even
all
know
see.
John the way I do.
Maybe this weekend I will take you to Eldraine and my mom can talk to you. Which, speaking of, she actually goes to Rubina and actually says hello in Sylvan.
Okay, and then and yeah, she probably would say, hello back. Maybe like, pretty close.
Your Sylvan's getting really good, Rubina. I'm actually really happy.
Well, thanks. In between some Ravnica duties I had to take care of, I was trying to get a head start on this.
Well, like I said, when we have free time, I could teach you more Sylvan. By the way, here's the map. Our room.
It's like, oh, thank you. Yeah. It's like already things seem to be spruced up quite a bit. We didn't have that kitchen there.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Huh. It's like, well, that'll be interesting. Alrighty, then. Alright, in that case, I'm gonna get situated, and then we'll talk later.
They have an on-set press.
They even have a coffee machine.
Well, multiple. An on-set press is a type of coffee machine.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, my home plane only uses grinders and not, more advanced coffee machines.
By the way, an on-set press is a French press.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. It's like, figures, like, the coffee nerd knows that.
The reason I called it an on-set press is because that's the country in Tavastion that would be the most based on France.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Pacifica, would you mind showing Quinn back to the dorm room?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Come on. Come on, bro.
All right. So Quinn will probably give your Knuckles a quick kiss before heading off.
She just blushes real hard.
All right, so let's
like-
let's put his butt back up there.
And probably some quick conversation, and it's like, oh, you know what? I should probably step out. Caddy will probably be here any minute.
Yeah, it's like
And Lorene right there hearing that as well.
Yeah, Lorene. She's like, it's like when he does come, you want me to give you some space? Yeah, I still have to get up to my room.
Yeah.
All right, then with that, she'd probably just give you a quick thumbs up or something.
And while waiting, Pacifico will lean against the wall like a cool guy.
Like a cool guy.
It's cool, guy.
That's who he is now. That's who Pacifico is.
It's cool guy. Alrighty, so, so as you're sitting and you're waiting, who should walk up but Grayson? So Grayson walks in and just goes, Miss Freya.
Hello, Grayson. How was your summer vacation?
It's like, yeah, pretty uneventful.
Well, as you can see, there's been some renovations. Here is a map in case if you get lost.
It's like, I highly doubt that will be necessary.
He says as with the kitchen right beside him.
Alright, it's like,
Grayson probably didn't even use the public study area before. He just studied in his room.
Yeah, I think the only time he ever studied in public was the one time that he was with you guys.
Yep.
Yeah. So then Yeah, so regardless, he'll take it, he'll kind of like bow his head to you, and as he makes his way up, he just sees you standing there trying to be a cool guy. He just goes,
He'll wave.
Yeah. Like, Whitewater? What are you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing? I'm waiting for somebody, dude.
Yeah, and he's just...
You know who I'm waiting on! Bro!
That's where he's just like... Yeah, he's like, all right, he's like, very well, No, regardless, he actually walks a little closer to you, outside of the earshot of Amy, and he just goes, okay, he's like, I'm sure we're gonna be having a meeting soon, but when we do, I have some things I need to talk to you about. It's regarding our little invisible friend.
He nods a little bit. He nods with understanding of that. And you can see that he is capable of being, and Grayson can see he is very capable of being serious, even if he doesn't always look serious. Which he already knows that, but he knows how quick Pacifico can shift into serious mode.
Alright. And then, yeah, just with that, he'll just go right back to the room. Alright, and, alright. You know what? What the hell? Let's bring in Kadoris. Alright. So now Kadoris comes in, and then he just sees, and he just goes, like, hey, Amy! How's it going?
Hey, Kadoris, welcome. As you can see, the dorms have gotten some renovation. We have a kitchen now, by the way.
Glomp.
It's like, before you can even finish that fucking sentence, Amy, Pacifico literally, dive bombs in.
Wait, maybe have Kadoris make a strength save.
Okay, yeah, you know what? Why not? Let's do it.
As he's dive bombing, the glasses
Nice
fly off, and his
grapple.
hand glasses.
Okay, yeah, I gotta remember. I gotta remember what his strength modifier is, but I rolled a 14. Strength mod. Oh wait, that's a -1. So 13.
13.
So that's a 13.
I don't because even if it were a spell save, it'd be a 15 as the DC. So nah.
He gets glomped.
He is glomped.
He is. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. He is completely glumped.
Should I, Amy kind of steps back a little bit, giving the two lovebirds some space.
Yeah, he's like, just go back. Yeah. Yeah, and that's where, yeah, and then he just goes yeah, he's just kind of he's like, I miss you, God, so tight.
Oh, sorry. And he will end up getting up and helping Kadoris up to.
Yeah, to his feet. Yeah, and then Kadoris, now that you're up on your feet, he gets a good look at you, and he just goes, yeah, he's like, wow. He's like, look at you.
Ah, come on. Look at you, though. Oh my God, have you been working out?
And probably just for shits and giggles, he'll probably just do some flexes.
Oh, we have a kitchen now.
No way.
Way.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
No, show me. Yeah, so Pacifico will take him to the kitchen, and he probably just give the biggest squeal.
I'd like to imagine that Pacifico just slides along the cutting board.
I feel like at that point, Grayson hears, why do I hear kitchen boss music? I don't like that.
I would imagine Grayson would have heard the big loud squeal that Kadoris gave.
He's
I feel like
I-
everyone heard the squeal.
And he'd just be like, well, Kadoris is here.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, pretty much. He's like, and here we go. Yeah, so
This is going to be my year. These two being insufferable. Could be worse.
Yeah, so then, like, yeah, Kadoris,
Oh,
he's just
boy.
kind of like looking around the kitchen. He's just like, oh my gosh, they have everything here. It's like, oh, we're gonna have so much fun.
Oh, absolutely. I have to teach you how to use Nanzet Press.
All right, and then he's like, all right then. So now, so I guess you'll just kind of give him like a tour on how to work the coffee machines.
Yes. Pacifico knows how to use every coffee machine. In the
By the
multiverse. In the entire multiverse, he knows how to use the machine.
By the way, Pacifico, I got some coffee beans from Tarkir in the kitchen.
Yo, what? Everyone in the house heard that. The entire dorm heard that.
It's like, yeah, Kadoris is just like, but Tarkir? But is that any good?
I have only heard rumors about this coffee.
Okay. Amy, where is this Tarkir? We must partake in the Tarkir.
I had to make a deal with Fane because Tarkir is a little dangerous because it's full of dragons.
It's like,
Full of
now we have. Oh no, we have to do this now.
Oh yeah, totally. Nah, dangerous. I mean, I've been to planes where the land itself is trying to kill you.
It's like, do you look at? It's like, there's one thing I know from the stories. It's like the greatest challenges offer the greatest prizes.
Absolutely.
It's like, all right.
Wait until we're done here, because I still have a few more students to go.
I think Kadoris would probably pout like, oh.
Fine.
Killjoy.
All right.
I mean, her duties at school
Buzzkill.
comes first. My duties as a student comes first. We'll go this weekend, okay?
I think it'd be funny to just have MM knows exactly where Amy is, points in her direction, casts message, and just said Killjoy.
She just rolls her eyes.
Alrighty, so then I believe this pretty much just leaves. We'll just bring these guys together. So I believe this just relieves Rampart, Melwithorn, and Xanther.
Alright.
Yeah, so we'll just have the three of them come in together.
Hey, how's your summer break was?
Yeah, Melwithorn will probably just kind of give like a quiet, it was fine. Good to be home. Kind of sad to leave again.
That's okay. The dormitories have went through some renovations. Here is a map to where your dorm rooms are.
Alrighty, then so one by one they'll go. So I'll just drop Rampart in the room. Okay, so then Melwithorn and Xanther, because they're the roommates, they'll go. But then probably passing by, Xanther will just be he just go like, yo, sup girl?
He's so nice.
And I believe that's everybody.
That was fun.
Alrighty.
Yeah, she's still gonna hang around in case if any of the freshmen have any questions.
Alrighty. Alright, so is there anything that anybody else wants to do here before we move on?
I would imagine a lot of what Pacifico's doing is stuff that doesn't necessarily need to be RP'd out, just kind of giving Caddy the tour.
Yeah.
When they get to his room with Grayson, it's just like, and here would be your abode, sir. Hey, Grayson.
You could
it's like Doris, when he sees Asia, he'll just be like, "Hey, Ruby, how's it going?"
I'd like to imagine during this time, either one or both will have kiss marks on them.
Yes, probably both.
Probably both.
Yeah, it's like he's like, yeah, here we'll drop you both off here, but it's like, yeah, like Doris would just be like, super excited, like, hey, Ruby. It's like I can totally see like Grayson, like one look at you guys, he's just like, oh no.
And he's also coming to the realization.
Yeah, he's
wait,
like, it's already starting.
He's coming to the wait. There's 2 Cadorises now. Wait, there's 2 Pacificos now. Oh God. There's 2 of both of them, and they're the same people. Oh no.
He's just probably thinking, he's just like, ugh, all my hard work.
All his hard work in making them normal for not.
Yeah, it's like, Kadoris would probably go like right up to the shelf, and he's gonna set up his pickling collection. Yeah, see, so he'll, of course he's gonna have pickling.
Yep.
Alrighty, so anything? Okay, so one last time. Anything else?
Nope, unless any of the freshmen wants to approach Amy or anything.
Yeah, Savanto, is there anything you guys want to do?
Savanto heard all the yelling with Pacifico and Grayson.
I think is just still like being. Bettina is still probably doing whatever with M.
Yeah, she's probably like getting measurements and shit. She's like, I have a project.
Pacifico would turn around, see Savanto there, just listening in. It's like, do you need something?
Do you?
Oh no, the Riz!
It's like, no.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not sure of. Okay, dude. I'm picking up the vibe you're putting down. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not sure if you noticed. I do have a boyfriend. He's right over there.
Him with his pickles.
Savanto looks over there and he just gives him a wave. Hello, boyfriend.
Yeah, Kadoris will probably would wave right back. It's like, hello. It's like, hello, new guy. Yeah, Galric will probably come up and just be like, Savanto, it's not nice to be eavesdropping on people when they're trying to be private. And then he'll just turn to Pacifico. He's like, I'm so sorry.
Look, you're fine. First of all, you in particular do not need to apologize. You're not the one who's doing that. It's like, and then he'll look to Savanto. It's like, am I really that fascinating to you, though? Like,
I find a lot of people here fascinating.
Oh no.
You do seem to keep watching me, though.
I mean, you are also the loudest down here.
He'll just kind of look surprised by that. It's like, you know what? Good point.
Listen, you are the loud one, I am the goofy one.
Sure. Pacifico's still not 100% certain how much he trusts Savanto. But for various reasons, some of which Savanto overheard before. He's just going to be like, right, I've got a couple of other things to get done. If you do actually need help with something or something, for real, just let me know.
Oh, of course. I will be under the bed.
You'll be wet?
Yeah.
Before you can elaborate.
He's like, yeah. It's like, yeah. He seems to be taking a liking to under the bed. I mean, I don't know if maybe it's like a cultural thing.
Do you know where he's from?
I'm afraid I don't. Savanto, where are you from?
I actually do have to refresh myself back on that. It's been a while since we've talked about it.
Heavensfell.
Yeah,
Heavensfell.
Yeah, he sticks his head from underneath the bed. Heavensfell, and then sticks it back under.
Heavensfell. Oh, that's actually close to here.
So probably not the cultural thing. Probably just a Savanto thing.
Savanto has many things.
I am choosing not to ask for elaboration. And he'll just walk away.
Alright.
Lest he's hit by the Wienermobile again.
He hasn't been hit by the Wienermobile yet! No, you have only threatened the Wienermobile on him. It has only been spoken of. He has not pelvic thrust into him, okay?
I need a pic of that now. Realmors, you are drawing that.
Hey, would you like to get isekai'd?
Okay. Alrighty. In that case, alright, so yeah, if we're ready to go, we can move on to the next area.
Let's go.
Alright, so we'll say, like, some times pass getting everybody situated, and then Canvas, Amy, Pacifico, MM, Kiha, Shivaudry, Tilana, Grayson, Rubina, and Kadoris. I believe that's everybody. So you all make your way back to where the little huts from in the middle of the Sedgemoor Swamp. And yeah, as you approach, from the outset, you can already see that there is some work that has been done. This is very, very different. Last time you came here, you saw it was just a dilapidated mess. And now it's like fully functional. You can see, let me get you, Amy. What's it called? So you can see Luke is at the door to one of the buildings, and then ahead of you, you also see Verelda Lang, and as she approaches you, she goes, "Welcome, everyone. I hope you all had a good summer vacation."
Hey, Professor.
Well, as you can see, Luke here has put a lot of work into building everything. So I guess it'll be up to him. We'll have him give the guided tour.
Professor, do you still have her?
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that, Amy?
I said, Professor, do you have her?
Oh, yes.
Hang on a second. When did this changeling follow everyone here? You're not meant to be here yet.
Ah, fair enough.
Okay.
MM, on the other hand, yes.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah. So quickly, yeah, Verelda, she will come to you, Amy, and yeah, she will hand back the statue of Sophiel, because you guys did make an agreement that during summer vacation she would hold on to the statue, so it doesn't. Yes, oh, it's still in safekeeping, and now that you're back, she hands the statue back to you.
All right, and she will gently take it.
Mm-hmm. Yes. All right. So then, so with that, so yeah, she'll just, turn to everyone and she's like, "All right, everyone. So, before we go in and have Luke give the guided tour in the building, I'd like to direct your attention to what is outside. As you can see, right here, we have started a little garden. So we can use this to grow any medicinal herbs, any food, vegetables, anything that can help us, especially when we are here for long periods of time." And then she'll bring you all. I'll drag you all up here. What appears to be some type of like a sigil on the ground, and she says, "So, this sigil here, this is a magic training circle. So this is where we can go to practice magic safely. As long as you're in the sigil, anything within will not come out. Anything out cannot come in. So it allows you to be able to practice freely. However, I will ask, if you're going to be practicing anything like any offensive spells, I do ask that we have a buddy system, just in case should anything go wrong." And
Stabilize your invulnerability.
And MM, you actually recognize this was actually a request that you had put in. An area to be able to practice magic freely.
Mm-hmm. Because I didn't think about anything else.
That's okay.
I tried. I just couldn't.
All right. So then, right here, you kind of see what appears to be like a little penned off area, with some, with like a water trough, kind of like a little nesting area, and even like a little housing area. And she says, "It's like, so this was a request by Kiha. So this will be for should we ever come across any creatures that could possibly help us. This is a little area for them to stay. In fact, we actually have help already." And out from the little hut, you see 4 frogs.
Pacifico just... Well, you can't really see it because he's wearing the sunglasses. He blinks, though. But you can see the look on his face of what? He's just like... And he decides to speak to animals with swimming speed and go, "What are you... Wait, you guys are here?"
Yeah, that's where you'll hear the blue one. The blue one will probably like take a little step forward. It says, it's like we wanted to help after everything you've done. You've helped us. You've helped our home. We want to help you.
Oh, wow. He kind of scratches his cheek. The help is certainly well appreciated.
Right? Yep. So you just tell us where you want us, and we'll do what we can.
You got it.
Alrighty. So then, so here I'll actually have you. I'll bring the tokens. So going around the building, yeah, you can she'll see there's like a little target range area, and she said, and Burl says, So this was a request by Kadoris, an area to be able to practice long range anything. So, yep. Pretty much as with the magic circle, let's just be careful. We don't want anything, any stray arrows or anything, just like flying willy-nilly. So if anybody's gonna be here, just let everybody know that you're here, and this way we'll stay out of the way. And then with that, now she'll come over to the front. She'll just say, very well then, Luke, they're yours.
All right. Hello, everyone. I've been here the entire summer break building. I hope everything I've put together is close to what you wanted. We'll start here. This is the building you'll find me in most of the time. I've got... Come on. And just gestures everyone to follow him in.
All right.
Alrighty.
You'll find me in here most times. That's my lab. If you need my attention, the button on the door will tell me that there's someone out there. I may not come out for a bit because sometimes I'm working with volatile materials that if I leave, will just explode. Across from me, Amy, that's your green room you wanted, and we have a little kitchenette cafe here.
Yeah. Yeah. Did Fang bring in the coffee beans I requested too?
Yeah, I've also managed to pull some from my home plane.
All right.
So we've got a decent amount of different beans that we can grow and roast. Pacifico, please do not use them all.
I make no guarantees.
I do. Pacifico, don't use them all.
Exactly.
Okay.
You gotta share.
Okay, wow, I was mostly joking?
I'm joking too.
I'm not.
Oh, cool! You got a little
upstairs
sashimi in here.
You would have seen a ramp when you went to check out the long-range location. Upstairs there is Canvas's gallery and workshop. If ever you need to just appreciate some well-made stuff, it's up there. But let's head to the main building.
All right.
And Luke just walks.
I think that's one of the few compliments I've ever gotten from you, Luke.
Excuse you.
I'll just go ahead and
Hey, I'll
bring
take them where I
everybody
can get
to
them.
Everybody up here.
Right. Here's our main meeting area. This is where we're going to host actual scheduled meetings. We're going to probably have one later today, talking about the freshmen and thoughts on them. Up further, we have a little reading den, just over here.
All right.
Pacifico, your request for an office was strange. But I think I've done something very good. It's very difficult to do that in a swamp. But thanks to your friends, the frogs, we've managed to clear it out. Your office is these set of stairs here.
Oh, cool.
Have a look. It's set up in such a way that you should be able to handle meetings.
All right, yeah, so you go downstairs and yeah, you can see, it's a, spacious little office area, all windows, so you can look out into the water. You've also got like your own kind of little fish tank, even with like some plants on it. You kind of got a little aquaponics system going on, as well as you've got plenty of file cabinets, and you've got a nice desk with different type of kind of a look. I think we were saying this is supposed to kind of reflect Ixalan, I think?
Yes.
It's solid stone.
All right, so Pacifico, what do you think?
Pacifico does have a smile on his face. He thinks it's very good.
Gator slowly wafts by one of the windows.
Alright, if we head upstairs, we have a shrine and a prayer room, as well as just another office. And we've also got another area I can build into should we need to build more things.
All right, so everybody. We'll have
He'll kind of
everybody come.
swing around to head upstairs.
Yeah, kind of like everybody, moving up. So like Tilana is just like just kind of taking it like this like little like meditation area. It's just like already she just feels like the calm, and she's like yep, this is perfect. Yeah, Shivadri, she takes a look at like the prayer room that she requested, including like the shrine to the dragons, and she's like Luke, thank you, it's perfect.
You're welcome. Again, if we find the need to make some more things, we can knock out these two walls here, or at least just pull them back down, because I built those walls up to enclose the space. There's just another massive section in there that I can divvy up and split up. Should anyone else have anything they need, or if we just need storage space.
All right.
I hope this den is to your liking, Grayson. I believe this was one of your requests.
Mm-hmm. It's like, as long as I don't have to. Yeah, as long as I'm away from your area, I don't need to worry about getting blown up.
Trust me, I've made sure that the room that my lab's in is blast proof. Any explosions will not leave it.
Reminder, there is a garden right next door to the lab.
All
Just
right.
again, if I don't answer the door for a bit, assume I'm working with something explosive, and that leaving it would probably cause problems, or I'm asleep.
All right.
Other than that, that's pretty much everything. Come back in a couple of hours for a proper meeting to talk about the freshmen and thoughts on performance and potentially bringing them into the fold if they meet our... How should I say this?
Yeah, they meet
Specifications.
Yeah, I was about to say the standards.
Right.
I'm going to hang out here until then because there's just a few last touches I need to finish up in my lab, as well as making a couple things. Also, I have a forge sitting outside my lab. If you need any weapons or armor made, tell me. I can make them for you.
We've already discussed the thing.
Oh yeah, you handed that to me when we had that short get together.
Luke, I will need to talk to you about something, and I'd rather talk to you in private about it.
All right, Pacifico, mind if I borrow your office for a bit?
I was going.
It's one of the few soundproofed rooms in the buildings.
Okay, but I was going to go through on the filing system in there.
Won't take long. This is a request for a private conversation, and I haven't finished soundproofing half of the rooms here.
Fine.
All right.
I feel like at this point it could be called for an insight check, because I feel like Pacifico would end up giving a glance to Grayson to indicate that conversation would wait until after theirs.
Okay.
Who's making the insight here?
Depends on who wants to notice.
Unfortunately, Luke knows you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. Regardless, I will roll for Grayson. Let me see. Let me pull up his sheet real quick.
Unfortunately, Luke.
Well,
Luke
it's
knows.
directed towards Grayson, so I feel like
All right,
like on that level the insight check isn't.
Yeah. So he rolled a 15.
Like I said, it's intended for Grayson. So for Grayson, I don't think it'd be necessary for him to have to do an insight check.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but regardless, I would think Grayson, like, he'd pick up and be like, no, yeah, just kind of like wordlessly just being like, okay. I mean, it's pretty much, just say the word. All right,
Luke
so
we'll give a gentle nod to Pacifico and head down to said office.
and I will bring Amy there, and okay.
All right.
I will just scatter some people.
All right.
What did you need?
So, Luke, there might be. I know this is going to be sudden, and you probably are not going to believe me when I say this, but I have something that might help us with our little invisible problem.
You mean like the dragon spies that are currently all across campus?
Yes, but I guess it's more deeper than that. She will take out something. It's a golden band with a single star with angel wings on the side of it. This is a fragment of something. My dad's mirror. Because we know eventually Orca's going to find a way around the dragon spies. But if I can find more of these pieces of this mirror, we might be able to expose her no matter what. I was wondering
the problem with a mirror is you gotta look into it and then you gotta look behind you.
True, but if I get more of the pieces, would you be able to reforge this mirror?
Oh, absolutely. It's a magical item. I could probably fix it and then, given enough time, make more.
This mirror does more than just see through invisibility.
Look, unless it's an artifact tier magical item, I could probably recreate it. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, you could.
This is also just a thing artificers can do.
But like, this mirror would be very important to me if you can reforge it. It could see through illusions, trickery, and lies.
Look, if you can get the pieces, I can put it back together.
Alright. The only thing I ask is you do not tell MM. Because I don't want Alice to know about this mirror.
Alright. I'll work on getting our building soundproofed, so when we need to talk about this, we don't have to commandeer Pacifico's office for a bit.
Alrighty. Thank you very much. This actually means the world to me, because this is the last remnants I've got of my dad. I technically know where 3 of the pieces are, but one of them is still out there somewhere. Well, technically 2, but I know where 3 of them are.
And where are they?
The shards of the mirror are located in the wilds. My father told me a Fae and his group broke the mirror and 3 of the pieces went into the wilds while he kept the handle.
Eh.
So, once I get more pieces, I'll bring them back to you and we'll be able to reforge them.
Oh, absolutely. Again, mirrors aren't exactly hard to put back together. You just need to have the right kind of magic for it. And it's the kind of magic that I specialize in.
Right. Once again, thank you very much. This actually means a lot to me.
Look, I'm here to help, and if people come to me for help, I will help them.
Alright, and with that, she will safely tuck in the mirror band back in her pocket.
Alright, let's head back to the others, see what they've... at least I'm gonna head back to my lab and keep working on soundproofing our building.
Alright, I'll head back to the others.
Alright. Tell Pacifico we're done.
Alright. Alright, Pacifico, it's all yours.
I would imagine that you would have to come up to where he is to do that.
Yeah.
So when you do, it'll be like, thanks.
Alright, I'll bring you down.
The way I'm going to do this, by the way, is that I'd imagine that we arranged for Grayson to be standing in a particular place. And Pacifico will point towards that place from where his office is. Cast message and say, come on down.
Alright. And then, so yeah, with that, we'll just have him. So Grayson, he'll come down. And probably as he walks in, he's just, he kind of just takes it, just a look at the office, just takes it in and just goes, not bad.
Well, thanks. I know it's not 100% the type of thing you would pick, but...
It's like, make do with what you have, I suppose. Anyway. Alright, so then I guess with that, we'll probably take seats or something.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Alright, so then, Grayson says, Alright, so you know how your friend, about how we suspected that she was active sometime before our trip to the Panzaria Isles, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have confirmation on that. She was specifically in Faradorn.
In Faradorn. Okay.
Yes, several robberies had taken place there during the winter and even in the beginning of spring. And nobody had been able to catch this thief. No one had even seen her. So the minute that you described what was going on, it sounds exactly like that. Sounds like it's exactly her.
Considering that's a place she hasn't been caught yet, seems more than likely that as those robberies return, we'll know that she's back.
Yeah, I suppose. Because after the Panzari Isle field trip, everything had ceased. So for now, everybody there they seem to be relaxing a little bit.
So it'd probably be pretty worthwhile to keep track of the news coming there then over the course of the year.
And that should be easy for me to handle. I mean, that's my neck of the woods. Like, that's actually where my family is from.
Noted. Thanks a lot for your help, by the way. I know in some ways it's personal for you, too. Especially now.
Yeah, absolutely now. It's like, I'm also been trying to compile a list of what exactly has been stolen. So far, it seems to be some fine china, some jewelry, a couple of antiques, all worth a lot of gold.
I see. He's like taking notes as this conversation is going on.
Yeah, so she's just not going like for anything. She's specifically looking for anything high priced.
That actually does fit with the Sabatelli MO.
Any idea on what they can be using that money for?
Well, I know what they were using it for, but I don't think she's in the business of human.
I certainly hope not. That doesn't sound very pleasant.
No, it's very much not. Don't take this as any form of judgment, by the way, but I'm just kind of curious. It seemed like you wanted to have this be private between you and me. Why is that?
Because I feel like you're the first one that needs to know.
Oh.
It's like you're the first. Yeah, you're the first one that needs to know. Plus, as far as I'm aware of, not many know that the two of us are trying to work together on, trying to bring her down. I'd like to keep it that way.
I understand.
Alright, so I suppose so, as I said, I'm going to keep an eye out on, if any more news comes up. That being said, since I know you're a planeswalker, and since from what you've told me she is as well, if you happen to find anything, any news or anything about these stolen items anywhere, let me know. If we can possibly find where they're traveling, it can give us some insight as to our network.
I'll head back home, see if the black market routes that the Sabatelli family was using have increased in activity.
Shall I prepare a more proper report for you?
It would be greatly appreciated. And don't worry about doing multiples of it. I can handle duplicating the report.
All right.
Because my family will want it, and probably the Azorius too.
Gotcha. All right then. All right. In that case, if you'll excuse me, I'll go on ahead and make an itemized list before we're expected to meet up.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Yes. Because if Azorius needs this, then we need to make sure Rubina gets a copy.
Mm-hmm. If anything, the report going to Azorius could be Pacifico's with Rubina being Azorius. Pacifico could be like, "Oh, great! When I have to give a report to Azorius about all this bullshit, I don't have to planeswalk to do it."
Alrighty then. All right. So in that case, all right, so we could probably fast forward now for maybe a couple of hours or so, and we'll just fast forward now to the official meeting.
Yay!
All right,
and Pacifico's sunglasses come back on.
Alrighty, so. All right, Amy. Since I'm controlling your token, where would you like to be situated? on the table?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, I'll just put you right next to Pacifico then.
Alrighty.
Alright, so I'll just drag you guys one by one. Let me get Caddy.
Caddyshack.
No, Caddy Shark.
But with shacks.
But with shacks.
That with Shaq.
But with shacks!
We have the soundboard. Why aren't we using it?
Because it's funnier to say.
Blue means sharks in it.
All right, so okay, so now that we got we've got everybody situated around the table now, and then with that, Verelda, she'll just kind of like come up for you guys, just say, first off, thank you everyone for coming. We can now officially say this is our first meeting. Now, I'm sure we have a lot to discuss, but about what we possibly have found over the summer. But before that, we do need to talk about any potential new recruits. So, Luke, Pacifico, Amy, Canvas, and since you all have ran the orientation, I trust you've all been able to take some good notes. Kiha MM, since you were all in the group, your input would be valued as well, like from within the group.
Yeah, I figure we can go through the people as we go. First of all, I did take notes on MM and just in case, looking at my notes so that they wouldn't suspect anything weird about the fact that two of the freshmen weren't included in my notes. Let's start with Shane.
I personally think Chain has potential. I mean, yeah, when it comes to the front lines, he's not very, he gets nervous, but let me work with him and maybe I can boost up his confidence. Just let me hang around with him a while.
I feel it necessary to mention that during my test I was mildly addled as I was distracted from watching people work as I was enchanted into helping them with the project.
We'll get to that in a moment. I will say, you're right that he does have a little bit of a confidence issue. However, even though he was not that much of a combatant per se, when he was pushed outside of his comfort zone in my challenge, he adapted to it.
Yeah, so he has the skill. Don't get me wrong. Like, when it comes to backup support, he's really good. And I honestly really like that.
Exactly. He focused on providing a supporting role to others in combat.
Right. So let me work with him, and if I can boost up his confidence, I would say we should invite him.
I think
He
does
seems
need
to
be
falter a little bit under pressure. He seemed to panic a little bit too much during the combat trial. So, if you're going to handle developing his confidence, Amy, you've got to put him in danger.
All right.
Because
I'll
if he's going to be able to keep himself calm and collected in the middle of a fight that will probably happen, he needs to be ready for a fight to happen.
I think I agree.
I agree, he's a capable mage. He is his magic is potent and is very clearly not combat oriented. He's better at handling a more social aspect for magic, as well as a supportive role. But he's gonna get attacked at some point, and he has to be ready to defend himself.
Right. I will probably she looks over at Kadoris. Kadoris, maybe you could help me out with that?
Yeah, I think so. It's like,
That's actually a very good idea.
yeah, it's like, yeah, it's like, you know what? Yeah, It's like, yeah, bring him over to the where we do our LARPing. You know, we could probably get the whole club involved. I think they'd love to see a new guy in here.
You know what? I've always been curious about the LARPing club.
It's like, you definitely, yeah. It's like, you know what? Yeah, bring him and you join too. It's a lot of fun. Like, people make fun of us for playing make-believe in the woods, but it's a lot of fun.
I mean, they make fun of us on Eldrin for reenacting fairy tales, so why the heck not, right?
Yeah, right.
That's actually not a bad idea. A simulation that's less overtly dangerous could help him be used to being in the situation when it really happens. Baby steps and all.
Yeah. So yeah, let me and Kadoris work with Chain if that's fine.
All right, we'll put you and Kadoris on helping Shane develop his confidence and helping him keep calm under pressure. Let's go to someone who I think caused a bit of a stir. Merriman.
Yeah.
I saw what he did to you, Canvas.
Yeah,
Admittedly, it was a smart choice.
Tilana immediately perks up. She goes, "Wait, what do you mean? What did he do?"
Are you aware of the spell Suggestion?
Heard of it? Yes.
He got Canvas with it.
What?
Yeah. Totally
what did
within
he-
the bounds. I didn't set any regulations against it. He just asked me to help out with the test, which, even under the effects of it, I didn't help out too much. They were still able to actually prove themselves. I just didn't get to really watch them. I had my head in the machine. Quite distracting. Don't worry, hon. They didn't get me to do anything stupid or anything like that. They just wanted some help.
We had a partial discussion about that when MM noticed me making a note that he borderline cheated on Canvas's task.
He's sneaky.
Rules is written, he didn't cheat. Rules is intended, maybe.
No, rules is intended, absolutely.
The way I see it is, he's crafty. He knows a way to skirt around without getting himself in trouble. And considering that this is meant to be a secret thing that we're doing here, I think that would work well for us.
I think it'd work very well too, to be quite...
My only worry about it is we need to make sure we can trust them, because
That's the biggest
the same
thing,
type of person that is good at same type of person that is good at flying under the radar is the same type of person that could double cross us quite easily.
I
So
think
I
in
would be
terms of...
cautious, and we need to test them.
I think in terms of determining that trust, I may be able to help a lot with that. I did notice something in the combat trial. Something very subtle. Just a slight shift in his demeanor when he started using a broken bottle as a weapon.
Rubina turns to you, like, how so? What do you mean?
Have you seen me rage before?
That's actually a good question. I'm trying to recall. Did you, when we were in Sedgemoor Swamp, like when
I think he did.
Yeah, he did rage.
He was indeed giant rage monster man.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. It's like yes, yes, when we were in the swamp.
It was a little bit like that. Not exactly, not to the same degree, but there was just this anger that came out in his eyes.
I see. It's like, you know what? I think maybe I can help you out with that as well. You know, the Zorius training, and you know, we've had our fair share of dealing with criminals and, you know, ill-mannered folk.
At least one of those ill-mannered folk being our own colleagues.
It's like a lot has happened in Ravnica.
Yeah.
Can you tell me there was a cat that could rage?
Oh, you don't know the half of what that does.
I think we need to keep an eye on Merriment, but from this point, he's got a vote of confidence from me. Because being able to actively bend but not break rules is something that we may need in the future. And I'll be honest, some of us aren't very good at not breaking rules. At breaking rules, I mean. We have
Pacifico
quite a few
feels the
very
call-out post
straight-laced
happen.
people here. And rules, we kind of have to skirt around them a few times. If we do end up getting him to join, I'll keep him under my eyes, because let's be honest, I'm the one here who's probably broken the most rules. Fine for fireworks that year.
All right. So Veralda, yeah. So Veralda,
Veralda looks
will.
to the side, just real quick.
Yeah. So Veralda, Veralda will actually turn to you, MM. She just says, "What do you think with him?"
My brain fried for a second. We're talking about
Merriment.
Merriment. I think it might be too early to tell with basically anyone. Like, Kiha and I were there, so it's understandable that as freshmen it's understandable, despite the fact that we were freshmen, we were there, so it's understandable why we are here. But Merriment, and the others, well, today we've known them for a day. Even everyone here, like, by the time we formed the embassy, we knew each other for weeks, if not months.
Yeah, Kiha pops up. It's like, oh, no, that's necessarily in my case.
Even you were still recent. And again, you were there.
We're not really making absolute decisions this quickly. I agree with that. We're just looking at what our initial thoughts are.
That was the main reason that we were running the tests in the first place, is to gauge the freshmen to see who may be a good fit for the embassy.
Mm-hmm. In that case,
Alrighty. Okay. So one needs to be a little bit more confident, and one seems to be, a little, somewhat shady. Probably need to evaluate him a little more.
Speaking of someone with a little bit of inner rage, let's talk about Gauric.
Gauric was the halfling in the combat trial. They started freezing the stage, right?
Yes.
Strong, able, rageful when it came down to a need for it.
I would like to point something out. Based on what we saw in the file, we know that Gauric is a snarl baby. That could be a great asset to our knowledge base, considering the nature of our threat. Could also be something that allows him to draw Gauric away from us and to his side.
Shivadri will park up and she'll just say, "Well, if that's what you need to know, yes, he is a snarl baby. He was actually born in the temple that I work at. His parents were his parents had attended temple under pilgrimage, and yeah, while they were there, she gave birth to him. And yes, we have a snarl at our temple. So that is where it came from."
I think it would be worth paying attention to if he suffers any sort of problematic conditions as a result of being a snarl baby, because that's exactly where Magaxar could take advantage.
Oh, I certainly hope not. I mean, at least as far as from what I've seen of him, his powers seem to focus more so on the weather. It's like he can see patterns and even manipulate it a little bit, at least specifically around himself. So I believe that's what you're describing when you're saying that some type of like ice had come out during a test.
Yes, during the combat test on the stage.
I see.
If I may.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of using him as, to lure out... Well, how can I put this? I think this also might be a thing we could study, like the positive side of snarl babies and comparative, like, how we can balance that with the negative side, like what Magaxar is suffering from.
Right.
I mean, we do have a snarl baby among us at this table, guys.
Yeah, I was about to say Talana is right there too.
like Canvas is just like looking back and forth, like this wouldn't be an entirely new thing.
It's like
no, it wasn't.
Yeah, technically two. Yeah, because remember, Kiha is a snarl baby too.
It's like, because we're not saying it's new. We are saying that the fact that he is a snarl baby is part of the consideration, and can be important in the positive, and seems like it would weigh much more in the positive based on all the evidence.
So it sounds like the best idea is to try and make sure that he's on our side before he has a chance to be on theirs.
Make sure there isn't a negative condition, because we know part of it with Mugaxor was that in his case, there was a negative condition that caused him to turn. Mm-hmm. So the key is to make sure that there isn't a similar negative condition with Gauric. Which doesn't seem likely, but it still should be something that we keep in our minds.
Right.
Yeah, Shivadri will say, she's like, well, I already am familiar with Gauric. As I said, he's visited temple plenty of times, so I already know him. But I'm not a snarl baby. But, perhaps Tilana, Kiha, maybe you could help me? And yeah, the two girls, they nod at that.
And you would also probably be the best person to help him trust us. since you already know him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's talk about Bettina.
I didn't see any negatives, and as far as I can tell, while we do have Luke for crafting of the hard materials, someone actively working to make magical garb would be a great asset. Otherwise, I don't know, she seems focused on her own boutique.
My only thing with Bettina, I'm going to be perfectly honest. She's got the combination of skills that can be very useful. Don't get me wrong. But I am very much concerned about her in combat, and I am very much concerned about when it comes to the things that we actually need to actively do. Right? She has positives more so in relation to a supporting role even outside of the battle, rather than even in it on the back line. But when it comes to the positives, once the battle commences, there aren't a lot of negatives, but I also didn't see a lot of positives.
So
Yeah.
further study on her, basically.
Absolutely.
You were slotted in as a roommate, weren't you?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think we get you to keep an eye on Betty.
That honestly feels like the most appropriate choice.
Because if we can get... I see what everyone's saying. Canvas, you're right, I ain't really good at textiles. I do machinery, metals, and processed leather. And I'll be honest, not everyone can wear those.
Yeah, like, I'm not good at wearing armor.
Yeah, I also should not be wearing.
And having someone who can work with enchanted textile will allow us to get a variety of gear set up. I can make jewelry, but I can't weave magic into cloth. It doesn't make sense to my head. So, as for combat capabilities, not all of us have to have combat capabilities. It just so happens we've got a group here of people who are primarily very good when it comes to getting in a fight. I think Bettina will be a useful asset, even if she never sees a fight.
Mm-hmm.
It may be a case of we don't bring her into the fold, but we get her to make us things. We pay her to make us things that help us in our endeavors to keep the school safe.
And even if we do bring her into the fold, it just makes it, it just kind of, it's the same story. We recognize her abilities are better off-field than on-field.
Exactly.
Well, that's true. We do need to keep note of the weaknesses of anybody we're bringing in, even if we're not saying those weaknesses are a reason to keep them out.
Exactly. Some can be worked on, like confidence, but a general lack of care for combat is something that we can't really train out of a person.
And it may be something that simply we just haven't had a chance to see yet.
This is also true. Alright, we have one more new student.
We have 2 more, actually.
2 more? Who did I forget?
Koto.
Koto, right, sorry. Her frustration sort of blanked her in my head because if trying to find someone hiding for you becomes frustrating, you're losing yourself to your anger.
As someone who used to lose himself to his anger a lot, I can tell you firsthand, that can be worked on.
It can be, which is honestly why I think you should work with Koto. Because she got frustrated in both mine and Amy's tasks. But a broad perception is also good. I've got a very minute perception. I look at every little thing, but someone who can look at a big picture and just start putting things together, even if it's in broad strokes, would be useful.
So perhaps just getting her to focus more on her strengths and less on her weakness.
And trying to alleviate the frustration of not seeing things that others do. Because she will see things that a lot of people don't.
I see. I did note some concern from my end that it seemed like her skill set was one-dimensional. But if you're saying that she's got a very good broad sense of perception, then that admittedly makes what I wrote down less valid.
I wouldn't say it's less valid, because you were judging her based on combat. My task was to see what people's view of the world is like, whether they can see little details.
That's true. And it is also possible that her one-dimensional combat capabilities were because of the situation.
Yeah. For all we know, if she's given a large target, she could just put it down.
That is true.
So I think if we get you to work with Koto, you should be able to get her... At least work on her frustration at her perceived failures.
Kiha, you're her roommate. What do you think? Did you guys talk?
She certainly takes herself very seriously. You know, it's just very seriously, very formal.
That explains the frustration at
have-
failure.
Do we have her home plane?
Kamigawa.
That'd be why. Right, I've done a bit of reading on planes of people that tend to come here. Kamigawans are very big on formality and their strength being their strength.
Boy, don't I know it. They also tend to take failure very hard.
Exactly. We've got to try and teach her here that failure isn't a bad thing. It's just a thing.
Agreed.
Yeah, my task was fairly simple, and she got really frustrated really quick. And she saw the other students doing so well.
Again, I think it's because of the way she sees the world is a lot different to us. Because your test was a lot like mine. It was finding little details.
Yeah.
But say if you put her in a situation where there's just a clue and an idea of where something might be, she may be able to immediately clock onto what that clue is pointing at in a general area. But if it's trying to find something hidden really well, she may not be able to find it.
It would be helpful to have people that can put together the clues that come from small pieces, and not simply the person who gets the small pieces but doesn't know what to do with them.
Exactly. So I think we keep an eye on her with you and Kiha. You try and guide her towards accepting that just because she can't do something doesn't mean it's the end of the fucking world. And Kiha try to just steer her towards... What do we say here? Steer her towards figuring out exactly what she's really good at. And getting her to realize if she's bad at something, it doesn't mean that she's useless.
And possibly relaxing. Possibly helping her to relax.
That too. If she could relax, we are in a good position.
Very well. I will see what I can do.
Sidebar. Telling Kiha to help Koto feels like the start of the ship.
Yeah.
By the way, she was blushing when she was looking for my dragon spy.
That's because he was in your dress.
Listen, I don't know about you, but I think there's a lot of checking out that's been happening today.
And now we actually only have one left on the docket, and he's a strange one.
Savanto.
Savanto Cabana.
He is bizarre.
He keeps eavesdropping on all of my conversations.
All right, let's talk serious matters here. He's a bit too smart for his own good.
I may as well point this out. Look, he's very adaptable.
He is a changeling, so that could help us.
Yeah, I noted that too. You can tell Pacifico doesn't want to admit that he's a good choice.
Yeah.
No insight check needed. It's very clear that he has some reason in the back of his mind that he doesn't want to admit that.
The question is, what is that reason?
Good
You
question.
sound very frustrated.
Look. Okay. So back home, in like generations ago, there was a war between my country and the nation of Alakam. and a lot of the people of Arakashi are changelings. And one of their most common tactics would be to turn into our troops and infiltrate from within. And this is a long-standing cultural thing. Don't get me wrong, I don't have hatred of changelings. Like, in general. But, when my first impression of someone is deception, I'm already a little bit on. When my first impression of a changeling is deceptive and sneaky, that really rubs me the wrong way. Okay?
If I may.
It doesn't help that he has a tavern.
If I may, he at the very least didn't use this opportunity to do anything harmful with his deception. He only was, pretending to be a rock star.
He comes off as very flashy to me.
Whatever that is.
He comes off very flashy, which I guess is not very harmful. I mean, all he did was just, show off.
Editor's note. MM only considered him a rock star because someone told her what that was during everything.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I agree.
Everything just exploded on my end. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I can't see. That's okay though. We're not doing anything.
He's smart. He's capable of playing up a character and pretending to be someone he's not. The Rockstar even said he's really close to who he is from apparently only a few minutes of seeing him. From what I could see where I was through the snarl, he was efficient in combat.
Yes, he was.
Honestly, of all the people who could potentially be an asset, I genuinely think Savanto might be our best bet. As long as he's able to accurately, if he's able to accurately replicate what our enemies are doing, we have a better shot of knowing what's happening.
The bit of thing from me, at least, about this. We should temper it with caution. The same caution that we have for our enchanting friend.
I agree.
So it's a bit of a wait and watch.
Why do I get the feeling that he actually followed us and is here? He is a rogue. I could see Savanto just following people.
Look.
I'm gonna make an perception check.
My only other comment on that character is I haven't seen them be able to be serious. And I'll be honest, having a joke here and there can be nice. Having a bit of brevity in this group would be wonderful. I am looking at you, Luke. Yes, you do plenty. But I do think they need the ability to be serious, and I've yet to see that from them at all.
In combat, his actions are serious even when they aren't. I can't believe I'm about to say this.
24, by
What-
the way.
When looking objectively, Savanto is probably a perfect candidate for the embassy. I am having difficulty objectively, but I 100% have to admit that the objective answer is that he should at very least be under consideration.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm
So-
putting in a consideration vote on Savanto as well. During my task, he managed to maintain his calm. He actually managed to find one, if I remember rightly. As for the comment about being serious, it's disarming. His constant joking is disarming, is how I would explain it. And that can be very
I would hope
useful.
that it isn't distracting.
I'd
Take
like
it-
to think all of us are
Not-
good enough at annoying people making jokes all the time.
I mean,
Take-
I hang out with you, so yes.
See? Point proven. Also, I
Take
don't
it-
make jokes all the time, just like 90%.
Take it from me, someone with that kind of ability could help us in the long run. A joking character is also the most mischievous one.
Grayson, what do you think? You've been very good at viewing
I think,
with,
well, I'd have to actually meet him in person. But if what you're all saying is true, then I actually can't believe I have to agree with the rat on this one. But I could see a use for this. I mean, if what we're going up against, if they're not going to play fair, why should we?
Grayson brings up a good point. We're fighting people who aren't going to play by any rules. And some of us are going to have to break rules. I'm not going to ask any of you to do it, but I'm going to. I'm going to break a lot more rules, even when I don't have to. Mostly for fun. But we need to have people who are also willing to do it. I can't be the only one going out of my way to actively be a problem. Which is why the two people I've got an eye on are Savanto and Merriment. If we can get those two to start listening to orders and actually vet the fact that they're not going to betray us, with their help, I'm sure I could go around and cause... Let's just say I could be a big distraction for our opponents in this. And this is where he shows up. Distraction?
He's like, yeah, surprisingly, so, hang on. Okay, TP was just, he was just, texting me. So, MM, as you guys were talking, like, MM, she's just kind of been, like, trying to, like, look around, even, like, trying to focus, see if she can detect if, Savanto is nearby, and she does not detect anything.
Okay, so So at the very least, if he is here, if he is here, he's certainly good at hiding. But I don't think he's here yet. But Luke, I agree.
That does indicate that when I asked him to back off, he was actually... God damn it. I'm just gonna have to get over this, aren't I?
You really don't like him, do you?
Okay, you weren't there when he said the weenie mobile thing?
He said what?
Yeah,
I heard that,
Because
and
it-
even I was like, why?
Yeah, like everybody just kind of turns and they're just like,
He
what?
said what?
he said Wienermobile.
I said, like, someone said something about him living in a sausage house, and I made a joke back. Wait, do you live in the? And then he said back, "There's a part of me that's the weenie mobile."
It's like Grayson
God,
just
he's a flirt.
Grayson just face palms.
I
And,
need
like-
him. I need him to work for me now.
Suddenly, Savanta's like, I don't know why, but somebody is talking about me.
He sneezes in his dorm.
He sneezes in
I
his
felt-
dorm. It echoes here.
I felt borderline harassed. I'm going to be honest with you.
You're the one who started talking about weenies.
We were talking about how his last name both means this type of sausage and a type of house.
And then
And,
you,
like,
men-
it
then
went-
you
it went from
specified a
there.
weenie mobile. You kind of brought it upon yourself. There was a brick wall in front of you labeled obvious joke, and you ran at it,
There was a
expecting it to
point
not be
later
there
when
by
he
the
was
time you
lis-
arrived.
There was a point later where like, he was watching me say bye to Kathy when we got done. When we got done, I saw him doing that. I asked if he needed help with something because I thought maybe that's what he was doing. And he said, "I don't know. Do you?"
Yeah, Kador's like, that new guy.
It sounds like you have an admirer.
Kador's just like, well, he's too late.
Yeah, that's basically what I told him.
Considering the kind of comments he's made, I would be careful as well, Caddy. He may be looking for a 2-for-1 deal on sausages.
5 cents for safety.
I don't get it.
My God.
I don't get it.
Oh my god.
It's just like everybody collective groan.
So yeah, maybe it's not just the changeling thing that's got me a little bit on edge with him. Okay,
I think he's just got you a little bit skeezed out, mate.
slightly skeezed.
Alright, that's all the freshmen. Next thing on the block is... Anyone figure anything out during break? Most of us were on different planes, so I'm not expecting much, but did anyone get anything that we can put on the board?
Alright. Okay. Alright, so I guess we'll just kind of go around the table. We'll start with Chevauderie. So Chevauderie's like, well, I can at least confirm that the Holy Dragon's Guard
They're now concentrating exclusively on hunting Mergoxor by order of the Oracle.
Right, so we can count them as people we can call on if we need to get into a fight. And Luke makes his way over to the board and just starts drawing up allies and writes down the Royal Dragon's Guard.
Mm-hmm.
I have told the High King about it, and he is in support as well, since this is now a multiversal threat.
Eldraine High King.
Which, of course,
Anyone
puts
else?
Rowan in as well.
Grayson only said that he wanted the fact that me and him were working together to take Carla down specifically, but I feel like it is relevant to the rest. But I feel like Pacifico would know that it's relevant to the rest of the group that we know something about Carla's activity. It's like we do know something about Carla's activities. We can confirm we're working on a list of things that she's stolen previously. He looks to Rubina. Once we have that list put properly itemized and put together, I'll be handing it over to you as my parents to make sure that stuff doesn't show up in the Tavastian black market.
Perfect.
Okay, so we've got a list of activities for the thief, where they've been, and the fact that they're gone for a bit, what they've stolen.
And we do
Anyone else have something?
We do have more tracking on that area, but now that for the incident.
All right.
All right. Rubina, she'll chime in. She'll say, not only with that, the Azorius Senate, I have informed them of Dovin Bond, that whole situation, and new arrest warrants are being prepared. They're going to have to be very thorough because they're going to have to be dealing with the consulate. And I'm sure Canvas can tell you, just how annoying that can be with how thorough and detailed they are.
That could take all year, if not multiple years.
If time ends up not being on our side, then perhaps I can make a request for assistance from some of the other guilds.
Right, Dovin Barnard's arrest warrant is in progress.
If we can trick him,
red tape.
If we can trick him into acting against me or Rubina directly, then we could get around that.
Yeah, unfortunately, he doesn't seem stupid enough to try and do anything to you two. Especially considering you actively told him you're a member of the Azorius.
I would imagine that he would have remembered anyway.
Alright. Do we have anything else?
Okay, let me see. Kadoris, he'll chime in and he'll just say, "Okay, so do you want the good news or the bad news first?"
Give us the bad news first.
Okay, so the bad news is that I can confirm he is not part of my nation. He's not from the Grove of Eljor.
Okay.
But the good news is, I believe I have narrowed down 3 possibilities of his origin.
Alright, so we have 3, and he writes down Morgaxor origin. Give us the names.
All right. So as Shivadri has said, we have the Snarl that is at that is on Practical Peak at the temple. we do have some high elves that help out there, help out in assisting the Owlin. In the Torcathor Desert, there is a Snarl. And then there is also a Snarl further deeper into the swamps in a city known as Fernbosk. So we do know that there are nations of elves in those 3 locations in the proximities of Snarls.
All right. We'll have to hit each of these at least once throughout the year, see if we can't find anyone who may be related to him, if they're still alive. Being elves, probably, unless they've been murdered.
Amy immediately looks over at Professor Lang.
And it's like, yeah, she's just, just like from that, she just kind of like, maybe flinches a little, but she's like, nope, keep it together.
All right.
Yeah.
On my end, I didn't really get much information due to being busy the entire time. But what we can say for certain is he didn't try anything during the break. I've had the spies cover the school, and bloody fucking no one showed up. Unless they had, like, official business, and even then, they were screened by the dragon spies. So he hasn't tried anything when he had the first opportunity to. So we can assume, and he writes down, he's gathering power. He's probably doing something similar to us. Collecting people. Figuring out a way to get through whatever defenses we set up.
Yeah, that... Part of the issue with that is that those become the unknown. We know he's got a planeswalker on his side, which means they could come from anywhere.
It's true. We could cost a fuck ton of gold, get the school hit with a planar lock. Means no planes walking in or out, no plane shifting, no traveling between dimensions, no even like general teleportation on school grounds, but that would cost a lot of money to put into place.
Not to mention it would also require reworking the interplanar travel system in relation to the school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Verelda will also chime in. She's like, and when we don't have Fane, remember we do also use portal travel to certain locations. We did set up a teleporting area to get you to the Pinzari Isles, if you remember.
That's true.
And there's also
it would change.
Yeah,
It would
it's how
change too much and cost too much.
Yeah, it's how we get everybody to and from for field trips.
Especially since having to do that around a snarl?
That's also another problem. The snarl would probably mess with the spell.
And there's also another problem. The Almond Pass. They open and close randomly.
The arcane lock would prevent them from opening in the area. It's a pretty sturdy spell. The problem is the snarl. At the cost. And how much it would change how we have to do things here at the school.
Like, there's no way we could do that and have any sort of subtlety behind what's going on.
Oh, absolutely not.
So, is there anything else?
So do we? So just to make sure,
I
do
guess...
we know? Oh, you first, Canvas.
No, you go. Mine's very minor and less important.
I was gonna say, do we know? Just so we're clear. So, do we at least have a list of who any of McAxor's associates might be for now? As far as I'm aware, the only one I think we can confirm is Orca.
Carla. May as well call her by her real name. It's not a secret at this point.
All right, so Carla.
I think that's the only one we for certain know. I'll be honest, I would not be surprised if he wound up reaching out to Dovin in some fashion. Considering he said what he said about interest when it came to Dovin's technology.
Well, it sounds like we'll have to find out.
Like, pretty much all of his allies are complete unknowns. And that's tricky.
Well, so far, at least we are aware of one.
Carla we know for sure. We can easily suspect Dovin.
Right.
So I guess it's more like 1.5.
All right. The bit that I was gonna say, it's kind of just a thing to tie this off with. If you do see Kaidama around, they're definitely not me anymore. I've set them loose. They're kind of just a free-willed fractal now. Yeah. Anyway.
How'd that?
I need to use my magic for other things, at least for now.
Okay.
Yeah, so keeping them on a leash is a bit too much concentration for me to maintain. So you might see Kaidama around. Treat them like you would a pet, because that's kind of how they're programmed at this point.
Got it.
Yeah.
Cute.
I think that's everything, though.
I think it is too.
Does anyone else have anything?
I don't think I do.
All I gotta say is good luck, everybody. We're gonna need it.
Oh, and we do have a sufficient amount of allies in Kaladesh now. I made good on making friends with my old family.
Malcolm's not a planeswalker, but he and his help it down to needing assistance from Ixalan.
Yeah. Alright, so we have allies in a couple of the other planes. I mean, it's clear to everyone here that, like, a good few of us are planeswalkers, right? Is everyone... Yeah, I think everyone's been brought up to speed on that.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, I have a sculpture to check on. I'm testing out a new spell to try and keep the ice from melting before class comes up in the next week or two.
Miss Ling, is there anything you need me to go fetch real quick for next class?
Oh, for now, I think I might be all right. You know, it's like I've also, you know, I've been working on, you know, the freshman curriculum.
Right, because I really don't have much to do, and yeah.
All right. I think that's the end of that.
Alrighty then. Okay, and actually, actually, before everyone goes, Kiha, she'll actually come up and, you know, she'll rise from her seat. She says, you know, since we're all here, I actually do want to ask you all something. So, Amy, I know you've experienced this, but for everybody else, I actually have the ability to be able to enter people's dreams. Usually, I don't like having to do that without somebody's permission. It was just given what was happening in the swamp, it was just kind of urgent, and I was just reaching out to anybody. But since we're all going to be here, right here and now, I would just like to know, do I have any of your permission to be able to enter your dreams should anything come up?
Sure.
It could just be like another means of communication.
Yeah, if you're okay with being in my dreams, they're frequently a little bit off-putting, and I know, like, Canvas just looks across to Pacifico.
Yeah, in my case, it's more of a situation of if you're comfortable with my dreams. I have a lot of nightmares.
It's like, it's like I said, you know, if you give me permission, you know, I'll see what I can do. I mean, normally I just visit dreams. I don't really I can't really alter them or anything, but, you know, I guess it's always worth it's always worth a shot just to see if anything can help.
So, if you show up in my dreams, I will have to make a mental note that it could be you trying to talk to me.
Mm-hmm. It's like I said, I won't go into any of your dreams unless it's something extremely urgent. Or if you ask me to go into your dreams for anything.
If you can catch me asleep and feel confident enough to get in, you can join in. You can come into my head. But sometimes it's not the best idea because I'm testing formulas in my head.
If I dream something that feels particularly prophetic, I might reach out to you for that.
Alright, so Canvas, Amy, Pacifico, Luke, and MM, you've all given the okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just.
Yeah.
I might have a.
Oh, sorry.
I might have a reoccurring dream. It's something from my childhood. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so just for funsies, I'm gonna actually roll, and we'll see about the rest of the group. So let's see. We'll say odds. I'll roll a d4. So odds are odds are no. Evens are yeses. So let's see. So we'll do Shivadri. Shivadri is a yes. See, we will go Grayson. Grayson is a no.
Of course he is.
Stay out of my dreams, you filthy peasant.
I honestly, out of all of them, he probably would be the first one to be like,
which one said no? Which one said no? Grayson?
Grayson said no.
Yeah, that tracks.
Right, so
Stay out of my dreams, you filthy peasant.
Okay, so Tilana will actually say no.
Okay, let's see. Kadoris. Oh, Kadoris is a yes.
Of course, Caddy says yes.
Okay, and then Rubina. Rubina is also a yes.
I feel like that's surprising coming from an Azorius agent, especially one that has black in their color identity, because they know Demir exists.
Yeah, true. But she'd be the kind of person be like, the need for open communication is probably something that's a little bit more pressing.
Yep.
All right. So right now, most of them have said yes. So the only ones that didn't is like Grayson, probably because he's a bitch. And then Tilana rolled no. I would imagine that's probably because, again, with her being like the whole aberrant sorcerer thing, like the whole psychic thing, she's got her own means of being able to communicate and shit. So it's probably unnecessary on her end.
It's like we don't need to do that with me and if you think their dreams are fucked up, boy. I have mind flayer dreams. Y'all don't need no.
Alrighty. Alright, so I made a note of that on Kiha's sheet for who she's got permission to go into dreams for. Alrighty, so with that said, alright, so you got a lot of info, and it looks like you guys are gonna be keeping an eye out on the freshmen as far as who to potentially join. Savanto is the one that's got the best chance of getting asked right at the start. Is there anybody else you'd like to consider for the embassy, even amongst your own classmates, or just still hold off on that?
There is one suggestion that Amy would like to make, even though we technically already have a barbarian. I mean, doesn't hurt to have more.
Lots of barbarians.
Where is my boy? Where's our Javanesh?
Javanesh would be really good because he works the bar and hears a lot of things.
Being a co-worker of Luke is also puts him in communication with someone at pretty much all times when not in class. Because he is in the what's the fucking sports team again?
Silk Ball?
Oh, yeah,
Silk
yeah,
Ball.
Silk Ball.
Silk Ball with Tilana.
Mm-hmm.
So he's always in contact with someone if he figures something out.
If we're talking about people who are capable of making distractions, Lorene is a possibility.
Yeah.
We don't want to bring literally everyone in, but a couple more would fit. We don't have infinite room either.
Right. And everyone gets a request for an addition to the base is the thing. There's a reason why Luke limited his two main suggestions to Savanto and Merriment.
So yeah, we have our tasks. Like I said, me and Caddy will work with Chain.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
I'll be working with Merriment and Koto then.
I'll help you with Merriment because if anyone can find something out about him, just a journalist.
I'm also a journalist now, right?
Yeah. I was one last year though, so
fair.
journalist +1.
Oh shoot! I need to get ready to go to work.
Me, the bar's
yeah.
open, so...
I have to do the checkup on the field before.
That
the actual
reminds
school
me,
year
I need to start
starts.
doing the schedule for this year.
Shit, we all need to actually go do our jobs.
It's time to go to work. All right, this ends the first meeting of this year. We all have work to go to. We should probably go do that.
Yeah.
If you come to the Bo's End for dinner, I'll see you there. And Luke
Right.
makes his way out.
I'm probably the one person working at the stadium who gets away with wearing sunglasses. So
I'll probably, after work, I'm probably going to go back to the dorms and make sure, all the students are okay.
I need to do my checkup with the staff.
And then, you
right,
want to walk?
Big Face is back.
MM, do you want to walk with me?
No, I'm good.
High key. Realizes, I need to actually have everything. Last year, due to circumstances, she didn't have to really think about classes
Curriculum
or a
jobs.
curriculum or having or like extracurriculars or a job.
MM makes money now! Yay!
We don't know yet. We haven't decided.
Yeah, they could do 2 clubs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
but,
MM
you know,
works 2 jobs to pay for tuition.
Yeah.
It's
Either
too
way. Either way. Well, either way, between extracurriculars and classes and stuff, we will have to worry about that next time.
Yay!
Hey,
You know who's the
that's
one
the end of the
student we...
session, everybody.
Her
Yeah.
extracurricular is actually working for fucking Hoopa.
Fuck
Damn it!
No, you see, you guys.
I'm sorry. What did you say? Did you say what I thought you said?
Yeah,
Yes.
see, you were sensing. You thought you were sensing Savanto, but it was actually fucking Hoopa.
And remember, this Saturday is not Ravnica, it's Pathfinder.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
Come back Sunday for anyone who's not in America or is just Australians. Australians come back on Sunday.
What time is it on
this
Sunday
weekend.
for us?
9 a.m.
Oh boy.
9. We'll be going 9 till 1 for us. So we will be hard cut off 9 till 1. We will be playing for a maximum of 4 hours.
Fair.
All right.
Alright, I'm gonna need to figure out...
Yes.
Because I need to get back from a party.
Well, to be fair, you kind of know what the hell you're doing with Pathfinder,
You don't
right?
have to be there for
True,
the beginning
but
of
I
it.
still want to... Yeah, I still need to be there for some of it, though.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah,
I'll work that out.
And I will need to be there with WrestleMan background.
Hey,
But
good
yes.
night, everybody.
Come back this weekend for Pathfinder. What even are mechanics? Bye bye.